save and put it towards our holiday. Water heating is about 25% of a home's energy bill. Help keep track of your shower time with a one-song limit. Looking for more ways to save on energy? Join the change with AGL. Once in a lifetime.
Um, hey, what's going on, everyone? This is G, and we're funking live, but I decided not to tell to Sammy, and he was live for about a minute. I was sitting here laughing my ass off.
Thursday, prep day. With great weekly
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, everyone, and Sammy. I'm an idiot.
You reckon?
But anyway, hello to. I reckon. I was loving it. And then I'm starting to think to myself, I'm like, this is what my life's come to. Getting a little giggle like that.
I was just waiting. I was thinking to myself, I was like, where's G? Like, it started. And then for a second, I was sort of hoping that I wasn't the host. So, like, literally in my head, I was like, what the fuck am I going to say next?
Anyway, hello, Sammy. And I appreciate you being here. Donna, Roger, Benj, Paul, Sakal, they're all in the chat. But yeah, how are you there, Sammy? I was running a bit late tonight.
Better now. I'm not shitting myself thinking that I was the host.
Yeah, I saw you there, and then normally a normal person, probably would have said hello and that they're about to start. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, I wonder what will happen if I just put him on the screen and then start it.
No, I could see the countdown timer going, and I'm like, oh fuck, the countdown down time is going, but G's not here yet. I was like, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, I hope he hasn't stitched me up, and I hope I'm not the host tonight, because we were talking about that. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to put the time. I wasn't even going to put the timer up. But I'm like, oh, if I put the timer, you might realize I'm going live instead of just putting you live. But you still look like you was a bit confused.
I was a bit because I was. Yeah, definitely was. Wasn't quite ready.
Yeah, that's it.
I was still eating my
so I wasn't ready either, so I was hoping that you can start it for me.
I was still eating my yogos.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like a good old yogo, eh?
I thought, shit, we've got 30 seconds to go. And then I saw myself up on screen and I thought, what the fuck's happening here? So, there you go.
I was losing. I was losing it. Just for anyone that saw that, I'm like, oh, I won't leave him up too long. I won't be too mean, but I didn't want to come up because I was just laughing my head off.
No, I literally, like I said to you, I was going through, because I'm just watching The Masked Singer, and I was like, and I'm going through my head going, what am I going to talk about? Like, what am I going to talk about? I'm up here on stream by myself, and then I see you pop up, and you're cacking yourself laughing. I thought, oh, good one.
Yeah, that's it. I'm a twat. Everyone knows that.
No, clearly.
Yeah, little stupid shit that goes through my head. I'm like, oh, I wonder what would happen if he's live by himself, if he'll say some shit or if he'll trip out. But no, you handled it pretty well, calm and collective.
There's not much I can do.
Yeah, that's it.
Not much I can do. I'm watching The Masked Singer. I want to see who they choose. I feel like the monster tonight is Pete Murray.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen of it before, but I don't watch it. Yeah, I don't know if Donna's still here, but she's saying about this. She wanted to tell everyone about a great app, whether it's not healthy and what's it made up of. It's an amazing app if we want to know if we are eating junk food or healthy food, and it's called Yucca Scan. But yeah, I mean, anyone who watches Funk and Hungry, you probably could tell that I don't really. Probably a bad thing, but I don't really care too much about what I eat. I just stick it in my mouth and say something silly, and that's pretty much the channel.
Is that because I said something about the Yogo's daughter and you thought, oh, gee, Yogos aren't very healthy?
She wants you to download the app so you can check out how healthy it is.
Oh, it's the. Oh. Hold on, it's
Oh,
coming down.
Uh,
Coming down to the dire moment of the Masked Singer. The monster's still in it.
Right, tell us about it, Sammy.
Oh,
you,
What a
you
head.
you can be the host.
What a head. Oh, it's getting close. Could it be Miranda Kerr? I don't know. I
So
feel
what,
like,
they're going to reveal who they are tonight?
well, yeah, I can't turn my camera around, but I feel like they're going to the monster. I feel like is Pete Murray, and I feel like the horse chick is Miranda Kerr. So
Right.
yeah. Oh. Yes, I feel like it's Miranda Kerr, mate. If I get Miranda Kerr here, I'm gonna lose my shit because she's just got the same build as Miranda.
You're gonna lose your Yogo.
Gonna lose my Yogo.
Mhm.
Actually,
It's-
can I turn my camera around? I don't think I can.
you should be able to when you're using your phone. There should be like like when you get in camera, where it's like a flip around.
Yeah, no, I haven't been able to do that. I just feel like I should get everybody else involved in the action.
Paul's already getting excited. He looks like he's got his late night activities set for later tonight.
Miranda Kerr is the babe. No, she's actually a human. She wasn't the pig in that movie.
You said about her build and stuff. Everyone just assumed you meant pig-like.
Oh, who is it? She's
Better
taking
bring him
it
back.
off.
Better bring him up
Taking
before
it
he.
off. Miranda Kerr could be taking it off.
Taking it off. Quick, Paul, go head over to what channel is it on? 7, 10?
Channel 10. Channel 10.
Quickly, Paul. Go have a poll.
Sandra Sully. The newsreader. What the fuck? Sandra Sully.
Sammy's having a meltdown.
Oh my God. You know the newsreader? You know the one on Channel 10 that's got that really droning voice and you've always wanted to see a nude, but you could never find any nudes of Sandra Sully? Wow. What a blowout. Oh, g'day, Ben.
Sounds like you definitely had a blowout. Hello
Hold
there,
on,
Benji.
I'll be back on the stream in a minute. I've just got to go and change my pants.
No worries. Well, Sammy's having a meltdown. I'll remove you from the streaming for a minute if you want. Or you're just going to turn off your shit.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm
no.
back.
And I was going to say, how are you, Benj? But also we got some other gentlemen lurking around. We got the number one lurker of the channel.
Robbo.
Here he is.
This one wants to fucking kill me. What do you want? What the fuck do you want?
7 Jack.
Stop it. Don't start this bullshit.
Is he talking about martial arts, Sammy?
7
What?
jabs.
Isn't that a Bruce Lee movie?
It's Michael on wheels.
Shut up. Can you hear that?
Wow, we boys.
Welcome to the stream,
What's he-
Meals on Wheels.
Is he telling you off? Is he there, Nick?
Yeah, he wants to go outside. No. But what? What? What the fuck do you want? What? Help. I don't put up with this shit every night. Stop it, mate. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Now. Sit. Sit. Stop it. No. Drop. Drop. No. Shush. Oh, I swear to God, I'm going to kill him. No. Anyway, what's happening, fuckers?
Not much, you fucker. How are you, fucker?
Yeah.
I've just been pulling myself.
Sammy's losing his mind.
He's always he's lost when you go. Dude, I'm trying to fucking No. I'm just going to put this little gun out. Hold on.
I don't know if Seven Jabs and Benji watched the start of the stream, but I decided to put Sammy up by himself for about a minute. I don't know why I found it funny, and the more confused he looked, the more I laughed. Benji just chilling with his naked alien. Is that on your bed, Benji? Is that laying down on your bed?
Yeah.
Is that why he's so dehydrated? You've been doing that to him a lot.
I'm putting that such a low battery.
Peaceful stream.
What?
Just Benji chilling with his alien.
Is that a birthday cake? Looks like a cake.
Oh, looks like Benji's already out of it. Must have been a rough night with the naked alien.
Bit of probing.
Get out. Outside. Go. Get out. Now. He doesn't understand that I'm angry. Go outside. Moses tonight. He sprained his ankle yesterday.
Oh yeah, how's his ankle going, Mick?
Fine. It doesn't even hurt him. It's just swollen.
Is it broken or?
No, he's running around. It's just swollen. He'll be fine. He's a kelpie. He can deal with it.
Did the vet come out today or?
No. No. He's fine. He's running around.
Yeah, nice.
Playing with Digger and he's fine. Being a nightmare, he's telling me off. He's in a mood tonight. Oh, fucking hell. I don't want to fly to bloody Brisbane on Wednesday, but I got to. Come to Brisbane, Ben.
Pardon?
I can't. I got to go to my brother's wedding.
Benji, come to Brisbane.
Oh, I thought
I'm coming to Brisbane in November.
How long's the flight from Tassie to Brisbane?
5 hours.
Three-ish,
Yeah.
2-ish.
I thought so.
But we've got a layover in Melbourne both ways, so that fucking sucks.
How
So
fair enough.
How far's the flight from Tasmania to Sydney?
Wouldn't know, but from Tassie to Melbourne, that's an hour. so it wouldn't be much longer. I don't reckon.
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours exactly. Takes 2 hours. Takes an hour to get to Melbourne from Sydney, so it'd take 2 hours from Tassie.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Respect. I'm gonna
Are
check
you
myself.
all flight
Consider-
assistants or something?
Considering it takes 5 hours to get to Western Australia, 2 hours from Tassie isn't too bad at all.
It seems like Sammy does want to be the host.
2 hours and 30.
You do have something to talk about after all. What do you want about?
Oh, you've caught me lying.
Aviator.
Down. You've caught me lying down.
Is that your FetLife profile name there, Benj?
Yeah.
I watched it. Actually, because I was going through, I was making shorts out of some of my longer videos, trying to clear up space. And I actually watched the original video that you put the FetLife profile on, because I just saved like 30 seconds of it. And I'm like, oh, that can't be it. It's too obvious. And then he starts looking worried. I'm like, oh, maybe it is actually. Oh shit! And he starts smoking. Take that down.
What is
Benji.
that one again? It's on yours, right?
Yeah, it was on one of mine. I can send it to the chat or some shit.
Yeah. I want to rewatch this.
I might have to call it a night, guys.
Well, it's definitely not a day. Definitely not date
Half
night.
an hour.
No, I'm feeling a bit tired.
Sam,
What?
it's definitely not
He just
daytime.
wants to go have some. He just wants to go have some hand fun.
Mm.
You caught me. Oh, you've caught me. No, I'm pretty tired. Guys, so I'm gonna call it. So I'll talk to you whenever you're streaming again.
Well, you made it to a whole 18 minutes, so I'm proud of you. And appreciate you starting the stream for me. Appreciate you being the
No
host there,
worries,
Sammy.
Next time, do it
All right.
yourself. And if you want me to host up first, I do charge an appearance fee because of my high profile.
Okay.
So
It definitely sounded like you was used to it. The way that you was just staring into space.
Sam was waiting for people to get on stream so he could beat the chip. Look at him. Sam, put your camera back on. We don't allow people up here without a camera on.
fuck off.
I'm very uncomfortable. Come on,
very uncomfortable right now, and I'm determining whether I want to stay on stream or not stay on stream.
I'll be a fucking soft cop.
Just because I'm very
That's all right.
uncomfortable.
That's all right. I'll take you out the host spot. There you go.
I feel like I'm being bullied.
You are.
Settle down, Robbo.
I'm feeling he's easily triggered. Sam is easily triggered.
Oh.
Are you easily triggered, Sam? Fucking triggered. Sam's triggered.
14 minutes and it was just a waste.
Yes.
That was quick, Sammy.
Oh,
You're even able to talk fluently as well. Proud of you. Look a whole lot more refreshed now. Like a new person.
Sam, your right hand's trembling.
Oh, that's the cerebral palsy.
I don't think
Ah,
so. Oh,
My right hand.
I was just talking to Mark before I come on stream,
oh yeah.
and my battery went flat, and I was like, "Fuck!" My battery almost goes flat.
What's Mark doing
Is
tonight?
that your excuse when you get bored of the conversation?
What? My battery goes
Your
flat?
battery dies?
No, it's at 2% right now. I can prove it.
No. I believe you.
I send you a screenshot if you want. It's at 2%. I'm actually sitting in the one spot in the kitchen because it's on charge.
Lovely video, G.
What video?
It's in
What is
it's in the group chat if people want to watch it now, later, tomorrow,
Classic.
yesterday.
Oh, fucking porn.
No,
Classic video. Take that down, Benj. Take that down.
and I love how me and Dads are like, oh, he's starting to get angry and shit.
The panic
Brilliant.
sets in.
I've got a couple of small little videos from the 200th episode as well, where it's like having a go at me. They're quite funny also.
I don't even remember know what you were saying because I couldn't went back and watched it and I couldn't read. For some reason, all the comments weren't there.
Could you?
I didn't say anything too wild. That was after I said all the wild stuff which you did see and hear. Funkin' Hungry Mark. Mark must be into the Tim Tams and strawberries and cream.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, very into it. I'm going to be into the fucking whipped cream and cheesecake next week.
Is that for food related situations or is that for other stuff, Sammy?
Oh, a bit of both. Bit of both.
Oh yeah, that's it. Gotta get off on a bit of cheesecake.
I like to create my own canvases.
Oh, fucking hell.
So you're gonna roll around on like a huge canvas, are you?
Yeah.
After you eat the cheesecake.
I might even take a photo of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Share it on my channel called Funkin' Audi.
Idiot. He's such a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Man, you're looking a bit homeless there. What are you doing?
Hey?
Oh, yeah, I just
Fucking
thinking of
stare at
something.
the fucking screen like it's
Which one of us are you talking about? Can't work it out.
Benji. I said Benji.
Benji.
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
Mate, I might have cut out. I might have cut out when I said that.
Oh, that's just Benji's normal look. He just saw a very entertaining little video and he is probably thinking about, oh, there he goes. And he turned his mic off.
Oh, no.
Him and Sammy did that around the same time, so that's not sus. One of them must have video called the other. Oh no, we got a space ball in the back here.
Sammy's like, quick, get it out before they can see us.
We have the meat lover himself. How are you, Pizza the Hut?
Good, thanks. Yourself? What's happening, everyone?
Oh yeah.
I got 2%. I got 2%.
I got apple juice.
Did Sammy just go to the toilet?
Sam, drink more water, you fucking idiot.
Tonight on stream, I'm going to drink my own piss.
Ritz and cheese. Cheese and crackers.
Tonight on
Are we the crackers?
Yeah.
Don't be fooled. You might think this is apple juice. It's actually not.
Definitely wasn't fooled.
We know what it is, Sam.
Quite refreshing.
Go.
Looks like you might need to see a doctor there, Sammy.
Okay.
It's a little bit dark. Have you scared off Pizza the Hut, Sammy?
What are you doing, mate? Oh, man. Where'd Mark go? Just pissed off again.
Yeah, Sammy drinking his urine scared him away. Looks like it's a little bit tangy on the lips there, Sammy. You're pulling a bit of a pace as you're having it, like.
It is a bit.
Oh,
It is a bit tart. It is a bit tart, the old apple juice.
who's this in the stream?
I'm not gonna eat the fucking chips.
What the hell?
G, stop being mean. I'm not really liking this.
How did his camera turn into like a perfect circle? It looks like someone's going to shoot him. Oh man! Well, looks like Pizza the Hut's having issues. There's not someone with the naked aliens. The naked aliens are getting him. He's taking the piss out of the alien too much.
Fucking love apple juice, man. So that's one good thing about living by myself, G. Because I live by myself, if I don't want to get a glass, I don't have to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, normally I just like walk around with a drink in my palms of my hand and just just sip on it when I'm ready. That's how I do.
Yeah, right.
Just reading the comments.
That's all right.
Mark wants you to bring him back up.
Yeah, it says device is not connected. I can't click on it. Doesn't add to stream. So I can see him back there, but it says they will need to connect the mic camera before you can add them to stream. There's no ad. Hello there, Mrs. Rolfus, and welcome to the Madhouse. And hello, Cody, that Aussie Alistair fan brony. Supposedly we're a gang now. We're a gang. Oh, now I can bring you up. There you go.
Hello.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Mark. I'm only on the teas tonight.
No, I did something, so I had to go back out and back in again.
I'm on the apple juice.
I see that.
But not
Is
for
it doing
too long.
anything for you?
I just like to sip it. And the thing is, because my girlfriend or no one isn't here, I can drink out of the bottle because I live by myself. The only time I've got to get a glass is when she's here because I like to look sophisticated.
Do you like have your pinky up as well?
Yeah.
Or do you use your pinky for other stuff when she's over?
Yeah.
Hey, Sammy, do you have time to do your own washing up?
Hey? No, I don't do my own washing up.
What?
Yeah, you're not going to believe it. I actually leave it in a pile on my sink, and I get my support worker to wash it up in the morning.
Oh, you're a little bit cheeky there. Hello, Dylan B.
Apart from the weekend, then I do my own washing up. apart from the weekend. No.
I just cleaned my kitchen a bit because it was a mess after cooking that roast pork.
That's all. That's also why I get microwave meals, because I can just cook them in the microwave and then throw the rubbish in the bin.
You need to get paper plates and paper cutlery and bloody cups or whatever. You don't need cups, because you always drink out of the cartons, so that's all good.
That's my favourite kind of washing up. It's like when you go camping and you spill shit on the good carpet. Don't you hate that when you go camping?
Where'd you go camping? Where carpet is in the living room?
Grass. Don't you hate that when you're eating in your kitchen when you're camping and you spill shit on your carpet?
There's no carpet in the kitchen though.
Sam, you're using the pot, Sam. Fuck.
Exactly. That's why it's funny, because your carpet is actually grass.
It's not funny.
Yeah, but don't you get it though? Like carpet,
No.
dining room.
No, don't worry, Sammy. It will hit us all soon. I think you're still building up to the punchline, right?
He's not no punchline. He's a fucking idiot.
No, that's true. That's all I had, G.
Oh shit! I was leaning in. I was listening. I was getting ready for it to hit me.
I was just getting a bit worried that he was going to talk about the same subject for 20 minutes.
I thought he was going to start talking about his red carpet.
I want to talk about something else.
How do you know How do you know I even have a carpet?
Can we please talk about something I'm interested in?
Maybe you need to go backstage and blow your nose.
No, I won't go backstage and blow my nose because I've got a shitload of cocaine backstage. Oh, we're not talking about backstage in the stream. I thought you meant backstage at my gigs.
Do you want to watch me drive my go-kart?
Actually, Sam does have a go-kart. It's a petrol one. How fast does that go-kart go, Sam?
About 120, I think. 120, 130.
You've got a proper go-kart, yeah. It's around. We got a go-kart track not far from. You're far from it now, Sam. But it's
No, I sold my go-kart just because I wasn't using it. I sold it probably about. Geez, when did I move up here?
Did you sell it because I put shit on you that time you posted the video when it looked like you were getting in and out of it like a fucking seal?
No, because that was funny. I didn't give a shit about that. That's how I used to just get in and out of it.
That's a fucking seal. I like it look like a fucking seal, Sam.
Why they called me Sammy Seal. No, I sold it I think it was about 4 months ago I sold it.
I have to be honest, that was probably, I'm not going to say too many funny things about Janine, but that was the funniest thing she ever fucking said. When you're at our place that night and you're on the floor and she goes, "You look like a fucking seal."
Yeah. She used to come out with some...
We're talking about my ex now. She was a real bitch, but God, she does some funny things at sometimes.
Oh, fuck. What about the night when I was like getting on the lounge and she's like, "Get in your fucking box."
Yeah.
Sometimes she said some funny shit, man.
I know. Right? I just run over my dog. Sorry.
Fuck your slack.
You can get underneath my wheels.
He's a dog. He doesn't know any better.
You must just stay away from my wheelchair.
Excuse me.
The fuck, man? Don't burp on street.
This is wrong for some
Must have been too much.
I've been feeling like Garfield for the last few weeks. I don't know why every Monday seems to be pretty shit for me, but I dragged myself up here. Here I am.
Garfield.
Well, you
Anyway.
take some medication that makes it feel that way, G.
Yeah, pretty much. It's meant to make me feel good, but we all know how the conspiracies of the government. They're probably holding me down. They're probably making me worse just so they can get their payment. Look at that. Look at that lovely face. Well, I'm not talking about you this time, Sammy. The dog wants to get. That's why he's upset, Mick. He wants to get in on the action. He wants to be the star of the show.
Come on. Come up here. Come on.
Tito. Tito. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy boy. He's such a good dog. When I was down visiting my family last time, I went down to Mick's place. It was the first time I met Tito, and he's a very vocal dog, so he barks at you all the time. And he just didn't stop barking, because I've got a jump reflex. Every time he barked, I jumped.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm not scared. I just jump all the time.
It's part of the thermal palsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my fridge is like an absolute smorgasbord of just different drinks.
Is it your alcohol?
Yeah, I'm not drinking tonight though.
Mm-hmm.
Now on to Pepsi Max. Max taste, no sugar.
You have Pepsi Max over there in that other country that you live in Benji? Stop it. You have Pepsi Max over there in that other country you live in, Benji?
Of course we do. We're not that retarded down here.
That other country?
How much did you have to pay your sister, your mum, for a can of Pepsi Max?
Found that one funny. You're gonna fire up all the Tasmanians.
That's not hard.
It's not hard yet. I wasn't going to say anything, but I couldn't help myself.
What about the Tasmanian joke I told the other night? That was fun.
Filth. Just filth.
You got any chips there, G? You going to do a chip challenge, are you?
Hot chips.
I do have lots of chips, but they're not very hot. I could sit here and eat like chili oil straight out the jar or something. It's not very hot, though.
You did say it's Monday Madness,
While we're here, does anyone want to see my balls?
Your what?
Does anyone
You spoke
want to
about
see my
your
balls?
KFC balls last week.
Does anyone want to see my balls while we're here?
No.
You sure?
Your red tennis balls.
Oh, I just brought a couple of new bowling balls. I thought people might want to see them.
Did you actually buy bowling balls?
Yeah.
You're fucked, man. Why don't you just use the ones at the fucking alley?
Because I'm a professional bowler, mate. You don't get fucking good scores with the ones from the alley.
What do you bowl, Sammy?
Hey?
What do you bowl?
10 pin.
Yeah, I know, but what's your average?
10.
At the moment, about 120.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, about 120. Average about maybe 4 or 5 strikes a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So I've been
been a while since I played.
So I play singles. The best game I had was on Saturday. I got 4 spares and 4 strikes, which was a pretty good average game for me. I got about 160 for that game, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 160. But that's probably my best game. An average game for me, probably my average score, it was about 75. And then I really hit it pretty hard, and then for a couple of weeks I was up around 96, and now my average is at about 110, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Take care, Benj. Can I ask you a question, Sammy?
What's
Hey,
that?
Benj, have a good one, man.
I was just going to say, so does that mean that you can bowl better than you can tell jokes?
I can actually tell jokes. No,
I'm still trying to work out the last one.
Can you see my dog?
Yeah.
about the carpet or grass.
Boy, can you see my dog?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
see
that
him?
one.
Boy, can you see him?
I'm only teasing you.
If I
Did you
can,
see
Dog's
that?
loving it.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm surprised and impressed, Mick. Most dogs don't chew. Your dog actually, chews food, and it's like quite sophisticated to see. Most dogs I see, they just like crocodiles, just
Hey,
yeah,
did you see him? Did you see him catch it?
yeah.
They love kelpies. Love catching like food. It was just these. I give both my dogs one of these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's for their joints. It's just joint protection for their bones and joints, especially for my older dog, so he doesn't struggle. He's not struggling. I just don't want him to struggle for a long time, so I'm starting the joint protection early. And my baby boy, hey,
Yeah, that's a good idea. No, that's
and
a
the
good
baby,
idea. I used to have some sort of stuff like that, joint medication, but it used to be a different kind of joint medication,
yes,
Jamaican style.
You're
yes.
talking about drugs. You're talking about
Lucky,
drugs.
lucky we're not on a live stream.
What live stream?
Yeah,
I thought this was just a video with your mates.
What does that say? Mixed dog. What
basically.
is that? Who said something?
Donna said mixed dog could do food reviews.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about doing a food review today, G, wasn't I?
Sammy was. If you do it, Sammy, I could put it up on Funkin' Hungry. You can be a guest on Funkin' Hungry.
Yeah, but if I was gonna do it like for real, because they're a really good bakery, so I'd actually want to do it properly, because I actually believe they are the best bakery in Australia. So if I was gonna do it, I'd want to do it properly, and sort of talk to the baker a little bit as well, and then I'd have to edit it up, and because I'd want it to be about 3 minutes. I wouldn't want it to drag on too long. But if I can make,
that's like my videos. My videos drag on forever.
Yeah. I'll see
Who
what
thinks the hardest doing a food review?
I'll see what I can do.
In his
If I can
piano
make,
room. Get a cup of tea.
if I can make something out of it, I'll definitely do something.
Yeah, I mean, it's no stress and stuff, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's like when I do local places, I try not to take the piss as much. Like if it's Macca's or something like that, normally I might, act a bit of a twat on it or just whatever. But when it's local places, I want to try and give them a good review. And even if it's not the best, I don't really necessarily give them as much shit as I would, other places.
Yeah.
I'll kind of want to support the community, or just if it's not excellent, I will say so.
Yeah.
But I'll still say the strong points of what's good about it, and then I might just sort of include some honesty as well, because I mean, a lot of places do enjoy, the local places do give, like, say that they appreciate me doing the videos, but also I don't want to bullshit people if there is like an aspect of it that might not be as good, if that's price or if it's whatever.
Well, there's a great restaurant. There's a great chicken restaurant in Wollongong, and I believe that it's probably one of the best fast food restaurants in Australia. It's called Chico's, and it's like,
oh yeah,
it's a chicken shop, but it's like an elegant KFC. Like, it's just, I don't know how you'd describe it, but it's amazing. Like, it's amazing. You can't. There's nothing better in my eyes. And is Mick still on stream?
Yeah.
What do you reckon about? What do you reckon about Chico's, Mick?
It's fucked.
Huh?
It's fucked.
I reckon it's nice.
I like Chico.
Do
What's wrong with you?
actually? Or-
What's wrong with you?
What? Do you actually hate Chico's or?
It's all right. I way prefer fucking
Shookies goes
GYG.
all right.
I prefer GYG.
Yeah, GYG's the shit. You can't beat that.
I've actually never gone there. I need to do a review sometime.
Oh, it's the fucking best, dude. It's so fucking good. I had it.
Yeah.
I had it. I fucking eat it probably. It's expensive though, so but whatever. I'm rich. So I probably don't tell a certain person.
Flex.
I probably have GYG twice a week, or at least once a week.
No, that's good.
It's expensive though. Like I got it yesterday on my way back from the gig, and I got it with, because I was fucking starving. I hadn't eaten since the night before, so I went all day yesterday with no food, all day. And oh no, I lied. I went to GYG in the morning on the way to my parents' place, and I got a coffee and a small hash brown. That's all I had. But then I ate nothing for the rest of the day. Then last night at like 9 o'clock, or no, about 8 o'clock last night, I went to GYG and I got myself a fucking massive, choice chicken burrito with chips, and I got churros. You know what churros is?
Yeah, like cinnamon, sugary.
It's like a dessert. It's a Spanish dessert or a South American dessert with the chocolate dip. And I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? But I was starving, and I thought, so what? And it cost me $25.
You'll have to get the app because they're doing $5 burritos and bowls.
Oh, fucking beautiful! I will download the app. The burrito bowls are a lot healthier because there's no carbs, but I mean the burritos are not too bad. But you got the carbs because you got the bread.
I'll have to try them one day because
so good.
Fries and chipotle mayo for $4.50.
Their fucking fries. Their fries is the best. They got this seasoning stuff they put on it. Oh man, so nice.
Yeah,
that's like Nando's. Nando's have peri salt on their fries, and just a good seasoning can make a good chip.
How many Perrys?
We don't really have a Nando's in New South
Peri. If you say it enough time, you can taste it on your lips.
We don't really have a Nando's in New South Wales. We don't really have a Nando's in New South Wales. I've had it before, but only in Melbourne.
What's the fuck?
It's really good because you don't know what Nando's is.
Oh.
It's Portuguese. It's basically charcoal chicken, So they normally cook it in the oven for a bit, but then when you order it, they spatchcock it, so they flatten it out, put it on the grill, and you can choose different basting. And so it has that smoky charcoal flavor. And then you can have they have their version of barbecue, but they have mild, hot, extra hot
Yeah.
sauce. They have
Oh, it's
like
amazing.
a herb and lemon one as well.
Yeah.
But I normally just go extra bloody hot, is what they call
Yeah.
it in Australia.
Why is my battery going low and it's on charge and it's gone backwards?
Because what charger do you have it connected to? The charger
Yeah, it's
output.
not connected to the best charger.
Yeah,
I got it.
the charge.
You know what
the charger output isn't keeping up with what's been drawn.
Yeah, it's got to keep up with the Joneses. It's fucked. I'm gonna log into my computer. Give me a moment. I'll log out here and log into my computer. Fuck this phone. I'm over it.
All right, no worries, man.
Or if I can give me like no more than 3 minutes. Don't get upset without me. I know you will. Relax.
Well, geez, hang on. Geez, I'm already gone almost an hour.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah, I'll be
you
out
better,
there in 8 minutes.
Yeah,
Gee, you better
wrap
cut
it
us off when it reaches that out. That's it. You cut us off. That's it.
Especially when someone's in the middle of a conversation, just
Boom.
it's over.
Unless it's about something that you're interested in. Okay. Give me a moment. I'll be back on the train.
Yeah, all good, dude.
When
it comes to Nando's, I'd say it's probably my favorite fast food franchise because obviously it's not just a one store. Funny enough, I've never reviewed it on my channel, and it's just like Mick was saying before. He goes to the one place a couple of times a week because I do reviews and stuff. Sometimes I'm not going to places that I enjoy because I'm choosing to go elsewhere or do whatever else. So sometimes it's sort of I don't go to places that I enjoy as much. It's good to try new stuff, but
what I did for a while, G, I used to do car reviews where I'd go if I was driving on the road or I was with a friend and I saw a stranger, like I saw a different restaurant that maybe I wouldn't stop at, and we'd do random car reviews. We'd just pull up in the car park and do reviews of this food that I may never like, an unplanned review of food, and that was really fun because you never knew what you were going to get, and the menu was exciting as well because you'd never seen the menu, so you'd pick something extravagant from the menu and you'd do like an in-car review, and man, some of the hits we got on those videos through TikTok was amazing.
Yeah, right. One idea that someone said once, which I haven't got around to doing, but it sounds kind of good, is like just pick a meal, like just pick like any meal, like almost do it in a number order, and just sometimes normally they have obviously like a menu and they have a list and say just pick number 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And just because then because when I go to places, I'm still, I guess, kind of picking what I'm going to order, like whether that be a schnitzel or a burger or whatever it might be. But then I can definitely try stuff that I probably normally wouldn't want to order.
Have you ever done the order in front of me challenge where you're like, I'll just have what that person ordered?
No, because unfortunately I don't drive, so it limits me to doing that sort of stuff. I mean, I could do it with someone else, but yeah, that would definitely be fun. But it also wouldn't be that fun if like the order's like $100.
Yeah. Fuck, imagine that. Imagine that you get $100 order.
I mean, it could be the other way around as well. It could be like a $4 order and just a drink or whatever. So, I mean, I know that's where the fun and the excitement comes from. Oh, sorry, Mick.
Oh, that's better.
Look at my name.
That's not funny.
It is. Shut up. Stop picking on me.
No, it's not funny. Only because I can't read it because I don't have my glasses on.
Sucked in, you fucking blind cunt. You're fucking legless and you're blind.
Pot kettle.
Ooh.
Pot kettle. Bloody hell.
I'm not fucking blind.
Well, you're supposed to wear glasses.
No, I don't need them. I worked all day without my glasses on today, and I'm completely fine.
I gotta have glasses on for reading, and yeah.
I'm supposed to, but I don't do it. I don't hardly ever. Some days I get headaches, but some days I'm fine. Like today, I'm worked all day without my glasses. Very fine.
You are my fucking headache.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid prick. Sammy, what a fucking gay name. Change your name.
Let's just let these two guys go at it and see how far we can go.
Actually,
when they was talking about food reviews before, and Sammy was asking Mick what he thought, and he's like, "All right, shit and stuff." I'm just like, that would have been a great like combination to do food reviews. Like Sammy's like, "Oh, this is one of my favorite places." All right, fuck.
And then you get someone like
great.
And then you get someone like me who's like just an absolute fucking cunt. He just says what he wants.
Yeah, but like,
Hey AJ.
This is how we act in person too, though. Like Mick will be on stage, and I'll do something, or he'll be on stage and he'll say something. No, I've got.
Well, like when he's singing, and he'll just say, "Oh, that's fucked, Sammy."
I don't even want to go there with the fucking stage thing, because if you want me to start, I'll start.
I mean, I know you asked if we wanted to see your balls, but they're not the ones I was thinking of.
He's so fucked. Just sit there scratching your
Yeah, he
nuts
looks like he's playing with it.
Fucking loser. Oh, fuck me.
I forgot I was on stream.
How do you forget?
Having a scratch.
Mate, I forget all the time.
You're going to take your phone to the toilet as well?
Possibly.
I do that sometimes, but I don't live stream now.
No, I just completely forgot I was on live stream. Just started scratching my leg. You know,
your leg.
Actually, no. It
Your
was
leg.
his leg. No, it was his leg, because he's obviously. Anyway, he's not that big. He can't be that big. It's his leg. Okay, I've got all this shit.
A little bit of an odd place for a leg, but anyway.
I'm going to show you something. I want to show you something.
Just how I'm
What's
sitting
wrong
on
with the
the
leg?
floor. Yeah, it's
hang
just
on.
how I'm sitting on the floor.
My friend made me this.
Good
She
night,
does all
Rolfus.
these.
Good night, Mrs. Rolfus.
She does all these things, and they're really cool. Like, look at this. She gets an old bottle, and then how cool is that?
Oh wow!
It's like all like that's all hard. I don't know how the fuck she does it, but she puts this wrapping thing around it, and then it's like a zombie bottle thing. That's cool, hey?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, for
she's
sure.
good. I got it off for the other week. I really like it. It's really cool. It's because I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, and it's not really The Walking Dead, but she sort of made something out of it. I'm gonna put it back.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool thing.
It's always cool to see what people could create.
How
Yeah.
cool was Mrs. Austin's singing video, eh?
Yeah,
Did you just watch
definitely.
it?
I haven't watched that yet. I should put you guys on mute and go and watch it.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
it's
No, it was
worth
amazing.
listening to them. It's better than listening to us.
Because you blokes, all you do is talk shit.
Exactly.
Oh, righto, Mark. Righto, mate.
Do you like my new hat?
Yeah, very nice.
I'm gonna have to wear this now because the other black one fucked up. It's something. Yeah.
So what's your character? You know?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a character. I'm the character.
They call him Mafia Mick.
The Godfather. No, I ordered this hat. I showed you? Did you see the photo, Mark? I sent it to you. It's on
I
your
think
chat.
so. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the hat I bought today online. It's really fucking cool. Have a look at it. It's really cool. Now it said online.
I wonder why you sent it to me.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, and then my battery went fucking flat. It's a cool hat, eh?
It is.
It's funky as fuck. I ordered it online today, and it said it was $68 or something, $65, and it said Australian dollars. I bought it. Fucking $100 came off my fucking card. It said Australian dollars, AUD, and it was American dollars. So they lied,
bastards.
So I just paid $100 for the fucking hat.
You've
But it's
been
okay. It's a nice hat.
scammed. You're not even gonna get a hat. It's gonna be like a cat beanie or something.
Hey, don't go there. I fucking ordered a hat not long ago because there's my hats behind me, as you can't see them from there. I ordered a hat online about 6 months ago or a year ago, and it never fucking turned up.
That's it.
Happens a lot. I got heaps of hats. Like I don't know. I'm just like the hat king. It's my little. This is the Godfather hat from Godfather Part 2. It's the one that Al Pacino wore in Godfather 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the feather. I bought that a few months ago online, and yeah, I got This is the first hat I ever bought when I started wearing hats. I like this hat. It's cool.
Yeah, that one definitely suits you for sure.
Yeah, I like it. I wish it was
Yeah,
black.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me look like a pig.
What? He looks like a pig.
Look like a pig.
If you're gonna say something,
around wearing.
say something good.
Maybe.
Oh fuck! And then I got me a Cobra hat, which I wear when I go camping out back.
Mate, you just started copying me because I started buying hats.
Sam, I'm fucking look way better than you do in a hat.
Oh, fuck off.
Go get your hat, Sammy. Go get your hat.
And here's my latest Cobra hat. I love this hat. I bought this not long ago. I really like this color. It's hard when I'm on the screen because I can't give you a straight angle properly.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's a nice hat. That's I bought that one from the, you know how you can go to those saddle worlds like the horse stores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bought this from there. It's nice. Genuine and Cobra, nice hats. I like them. I like them a lot.
Do you ever like get hats to remember? Like, say, if you go on tour or something, do you ever like get a hat to remember it?
No, because I don't wear
go
caps.
online and
Yeah. No, because I won't wear caps. Caps don't look good on me. Brim hats look way better on me than caps. Like, I've got a Mick on wheels. Hold on, I'll show you. So I really like this hat. I'll show you this in a sec. This is not the Mick on wheels one. I really like this hat. This is cool. Look at this.
oh, nice. That's like looks like proper fishing or.
It's like a fucking. So this is a Maori. So one of the Maoris, this Islander woman, this Maori woman, she made this hat, and she gave it to me as a gift. It's really nice. It's got like feathers and it's really nice. But here's my Mick on Wheels cap, MOW.
Okay.
My dad got that made for me and he gave it to me. Oh, it's just a cap. We got it done at the market. But caps don't look good on me. They look shit. I look like a fucking idiot in a cap. I hate the way I look.
Oh, it doesn't look too bad.
Never a
It's
fan. I know.
maybe front on, like definitely on like the side profile angle. It's
What do you reckon?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
I fucking nailed it. I fucking nailed it.
I thought that was Elmer Fudd for a second.
You what? Oh,
No, it's not too bad. Nothing wrong with it.
I don't like it.
I fucking nailed it, and you can't handle it.
Get out of here.
You can't handle it.
I've been wearing fucking hats for centuries, mate.
Mate, I've been wearing hats.
Roger saying,
You never ever used to wear hats until I started wearing hats. You used to have fucking
What are you
spiky
talking
hair,
about?
bloody spiky hair, bloody thing, and now all of a sudden for some reason, you shave your head and you wear fucking hats. Copy cat is what I
I've
call
always
that.
always shaved my head.
Oh yeah. Is that
wanna
because
see?
your hair? Is that because your hair was thinning because of too much hair gel?
No. I've shaved my head since I was like 14 years
Oh,
old.
yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah, sure. Mate, I'm gonna go back through and just show G and everyone how you used to do your hair as Mick on Wheels, right? And now all of a sudden, since your hair started thinning, you've become the hat man.
My hair's not thinning, Sam. It's thick as fuck. That's why I hate shaving it, because it hurts. Because it's so thick. When I was 16, I've got a photo. My phone's charging. I have to show you when it's nearly charged. I got this photo when I was about 15 next to my mate, and I was full skin bald. So I used to be bald. Like I used to jump in the bathtub, because we never used to have, those shavers that you buy now, the round ones that you can shave your head with.
Yeah.
I got one of them now, but we never used to have one of them when I was younger. They weren't around. So I used to get in the bathtub with shaving cream and a razor and shave my head in the bathtub, and then there'd be all this blood because you cut yourself from time to time because you can't watch what you're doing. And I used to shave my head completely bald for so many years, and then I used to get in a lot of trouble at school too, because I used to hate that I did that, because I went to a Catholic school and they were just fuckers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went to school with my cousin.
Who?
Went to Holy Spirit.
Yeah, with who?
Was your cousin a fuckhead?
No, it wasn't called Holy Spirit, but it was called St. Joseph's or something.
No, it was Holy Spirit. How old's your cousin?
Yeah, same age as you, 41.
It's still called Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
My dad went to that school before I did when he was younger, and it was called St. Paul's.
Yeah, right.
You don't have to cut out the things you love.
Fucking Catholic schools. Who's watching TV?
Me.
What are you watching?
Have you been paying attention, cunt?
No.
You've been having a conversation with him, and all of a sudden he turns around and puts the TV on. He's like,
No, he just asked me what the TV show is I'm watching.
Well, what is it?
Have you been paying attention?
Is that what it's called?
Well, yeah, clearly. Have you been paying attention to what I'm saying?
No, not really. I don't pay
That's
attention to what you're talking about.
That's what the TV show's called. Have you been paying attention?
oh, that was gold.
I'm sure the C word's not at the end of that name of the word. Oh, I have to put that hat back. I can't wait to get this hat. I hope it doesn't take too long to come. I'll
Is it
I'll
coming?
zip my-
Is that coming from America? Is it?
yeah, it'll probably fucking be here in 6 weeks. I'll show you. Just hold on a second. I'll go and grab the phone. I'll show you the phone.
I'm gonna have to head off, guys, because I've got to get up and do the morning shift tomorrow. So I've got to start a couple of hours earlier.
No worries, dude.
Yeah. So thanks for having me, G. I'll
You're
have a
always welcome.
No worries, mate. I'll have a chat to you over the next week or so. I'll probably be a little bit MIA for the next couple of days, but I'll message you over the next couple of days and let you know how I go with that food review.
No problems at all, man. Yeah.
All right. Too easy. Because yeah, if I end up doing it, it'll probably be a serious one. So
Yeah, no, that's fair, man.
yeah, just because they're a little local cafe, so I don't want to put shit on them because they do good
No,
work.
Yeah, totally understand. Yeah, that looks nice, Mick.
It's like got that rustic old look.
No, that looks shit. I don't know why you waste your time.
$100, $100.
Yeah.
Nice. And I think it's I'm not sure, but I think it's like a leather. But yeah. Stoked. Are you going or what? Or are you just
thanks for
around
letting
talk
me
shit?
host. Thanks for letting me host tonight, G. Really appreciate the minutes of solo action there. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always good to confuse someone.
Looks
a little bit like a deer in headlights.
See you, Sammy. Have a good one, man.
You
Catch
too,
you later.
brother. And see you, fuckwit.
I was waiting for it. Take care, Sammy.
See you, mate.
See you, fucking retard. Bye. So when I got to the last page, that's what it said on the last page.
Yeah.
And then underneath, and then it went 94.91 underneath. So I didn't pay 100 for it. I paid 94.91. It's a nice hat. I looked at it. It's really cool. Hey,
looks good.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon? Could be the new trademark.
Yeah, like you definitely suit those kind of hats. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Normally, whenever I've worn different hats besides caps, I just always think I look like a fucking idiot. But
I like this. I bought this on the surf shop. This one was only $40. It's nice.
yeah, that was decent for sure.
$40. It's like a felt. I prefer it to be straight, like a flat, but that's okay. I mean, it's all right. I can deal with it. I've got to wear this one to
wow.
when I go to Brisbane on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Hey?
Wednesday, you said?
Yeah, Wednesday. I'm staying at the Emporium. You know where the Emporium is? In South Brisbane.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's 5-star.
Yep.
Is it?
I would imagine it'd be something close to that. Let me have a look.
Emporium, Brisbane.
Emporium Hotel South Bank. Here you are.
4.5 star. It's in South Bank.
Yeah.
The rooms look nice and that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I stayed there last time. I went there. Look at the bathroom's awesome. It's got like a see where the shower is, that you press the button and it frosts up. It's really cool.
You'll be overlooking the Brisbane River. You're in a good
I
spot.
stayed there last time. I was there in April.
Yeah.
How far are you from there? I'll come and stay right around the corner from your house. Sorry.
Yeah. You'll be an hour away.
Yeah, now
1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's something that Mark gets to look forward to.
He doesn't because it's not going to
Come on.
happen. It's not going to happen. He knows it won't. It won't. It's not going to happen.
He
No
did
one's
book
heard
it.
from him.
He did
Hey?
book it though. He did book it.
Yeah, aren't you traveling that day somewhere?
I think I might be.
Yeah, going away for the weekend or the week or whatever. Having some
There's things
downtime.
going on. I'm sure there's things going on. I thought, I think. Oh, fuck. You know, I'm going to have to find something to do all day on fucking Wednesday because I fly in at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, I booked the early flight because I thought that I wasn't going to get my leave approved. And I thought, well, I'll just take my laptop up and I'll just work from up there all day. And I thought, but they fucking approved my leave today. I was like, oh, choice. So now I don't have to work all day. Fuck all. I can't check in. Hey?
You can chase people up and down the bloody at South Bank there.
No. And they don't at the Emporium. They don't because I checked today. You don't check in till 3 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Normally it's 2. For them it's 3. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Jesus.
I'm sure there's something to do. There'd be something to do down here.
Oh, there's.
Well, they got an adjustment at Gomez.
Yeah, get myself fucking full before I sing. No. I do my best to not spend too much money up there when I'm up there because who gives a fuck what I spend? To be honest, just go up there and buy something. I don't know what's in that area. I know it's South Bexley. I've been there.
Oh, there is plenty to see and do.
Yeah, I'll find something. I'll just wing it. Go and do something. I'm not getting the car or nothing. I'll just get the cab to the motel because I'm only really just going there. I'm spending the day there and then the gig that night, and then I've got to wake up the next morning and get the cab back to the airport and fly home. So
can they? You can drop your luggage off though, can't you?
Yeah.
Surely to goodness they'll hold your luggage.
Yeah, they will. They will. Yeah, and they said because I'm getting a disabled access room, which is like really massive. I don't really need one. I never really get disabled access rooms when I go to Montreal. Who gives a fuck what? I don't care. I don't need access, but I'm getting one this time because they're paying for everything. So I'll just tell them to. And they said I might be able to check in earlier. I need to ring them on the day. Like whatever, it'll be all right. Get it sorted. You're in Adelaide.
Disabled at. Yeah, I'm in Adelaide.
Yeah. Disabled what?
Northeast. I was going to say, what is the difference? Is that easy access to the doors, or is it like
the door? The doors are normally wider and they have a disability accessible bathroom. That's about it.
Okay.
Nothing much different. Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger. The rooms are slightly bigger. They're not much bigger. And I'm cool with that. I'll just whatever. Like I said, I don't need it. I mean, I sit on the floor in the shower anyway, so I don't give a fuck. I don't use a chair or nothing. I just go in the shower. That's why I don't care if I get a disabled access room or not. I mean, you're talking about the fucking camp for a living. I don't give a fuck. I'll drive up to Brisbane in my camper van. I don't care. Take too long though. Yeah, I don't know. I drove up to the Gold Coast. I don't know if I want to do that again. It's too far. I stopped a few places. You know, where did I stop? The pub that I stayed at halfway. It was 5.5 hours from here, and then 5.5 hours from there to the Gold Coast. And I just slept out the back of the pub in the paddock, in my van. Where was it? It was I can't remember the name of the fucking pub now. Anyway, pub camping is cool. You get a lot of that around here. Yeah, but you can't camp. You can't free camp in the Gold Coast or Brisbane. Not many places, I don't think. I think you got to pay for.
I'm sure there's places around that people do. called homelessness, but yeah. I'm sure they're real.
Yeah.
There's like everything. There's always, the amount of people that it's either by choice or well, probably not by choice, but there's plenty of places that I go and park my truck sometimes, especially if it's near the beach or, there's people, they just set up tents wherever and they're living in their tents, and we hear the statistics that there's, hundreds, if not thousands of people throughout Australia sleeping in their cars each night, because there's no housing or a lack of housing. So there's always plenty of places to stay or park your car.
Yeah. You're not allowed. Apparently, it's really really not allowed to do it in Byron Bay. I think Byron Bay is really strict on that. Yeah. But the good thing about my van is it's like a panel van. It doesn't even look like a camper van, so no one would even know what I'm doing. I could just pull up in any car park or anywhere on the side of the road, jump in the back and crash out, and no one.
And there's areas. There's actually plenty of areas here around where there's public toilets available, and if need be, you can do that. You can camp there. I mean, there's no power, but there's plenty of people who are driving around on holidays, and they'll pull up at just where there's public toilets, and they'll sleep in their van, and
I do that stuff all the time around here or everywhere. I don't hardly pay for camping because I'm fully off grid anyway. I got all the setup. I don't need to worry.
I mean, most people, there's the ones that want power to power their fridge or something like that, but there's plenty of people that seem to be able to get around without any problems.
Well, I got a battery box in my car, and I'll take it, and that powers my fridge. I've got a 40-litre fridge back in my van, and it powers that, and I can fill that up if I want to go away for a week or two.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't like staying in caravan parks. They do my head in.
They're what? Oh, they do your head in. Yeah,
too many people. Quite secluded. Secluded.
But there's that old saying, there's safety in numbers and things like that. So.
Oh yeah. No, I know that. Yeah. But there's also safety when you got a hatchet in the back of your car too.
Yeah. There's plenty, like you say, you're in a van, you could pull up anywhere almost and just
they wouldn't know.
You could. I know a lot of these shopping centres have a time limit on them or something like that. There are. You could pull up beside a shopping centre and just sleep there for the night and move on the next day. Or a suburban street. You could pull up in a suburban street. Nobody's going to know the difference.
That's right. I mean, my van doesn't look like a camper van. So I'm just going to show you a photo of it. So where is it? It's here. So that's it there.
Yeah, that looks all right.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool setup. And
it looks awesome.
Yeah. And then that's the back of it. Sorry. And then see where my bed is.
And
it's like got the fridge come out. Yeah. See what I did with my crutches? That's to hold that drawer up because the drawer sags. So I thought, fuck it. Those crutches hold 100 kilos. I'm going to just put the crutches underneath it.
Yeah.
And it holds it up.
Yeah, good. That's it.
But there's the bed on top. And then
I got some shit a vampire would live in.
and then the other drawer's got all my clothes in it, and the top drawer's got all my cutlery and all my kitchen stuff in it. on the other side.
Yeah.
So the bottom drawer, they come really far out all the way, and it's got like 2 weeks worth of clothes in there. Fuck, I got heaps of shit in there, man. I'm all set.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
good. And
That's
usually
what
what
you
I
need to do. That's what it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see plenty of people with a setup like that.
Yeah. And my PA's on one side now. So on my PA, it's on one side. And now I've got a single mattress up the side, and the PA's on one side. So I just leave it set up full time. So when I gig, when I go to gigs and I'm traveling, I just pull up whenever I want and I just jump in the back. My wheelchair stays in the front seat next to me because the wheels come off, and then it stays in the front seat next to me. And I just crawl through the middle and jump on the mattress and crash out. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best. And it's the windows are fully tinted, so no one can see in.
That's it.
It's really good.
Well, talking about
That's an awesome
crashing,
setup.
yeah, it is. Talking about crashing, I'm going, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to fall asleep in front of the stream again, like I normally do.
Yeah, no worries there. Thanks for the hut.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It's been fun and a laugh, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, you're always welcome. You know that.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you.
Take care, brother.
All right. Take care, man.
See you, bro. This is I call this the East Nowra back scratcher.
The fuck? I didn't know that had like a cap on it.
How good is it? It's the fucking best.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like a Houso back scratcher. I made this. It's so good. It's better than any back scratcher ever. It's so good. I love it. It's so good. Let's get glue. So there you go. There's your idea for a back scratcher. I should sell these.
Yeah, put a logo on it. Sell it for a $5.
Yeah. Put an East Nowra logo on it. Like, just put some needle.
The crackhead.
Yeah, or just a pipe, like a crack pipe.
They probably could use it for that as multi-purpose. Put the heroin or whatever on it, cook it up.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, shit.
That's so funny. Is anyone still in the chat? I'm not even looking.
There's 8 people. Mayhem just came on. Hello there, Mayhem.
Okay, that's mayhem.
AJ was saying he lived out of his van for 12 months and he loved it. Just tripped about living on the beaches.
Yeah, it's so good. Just pull up anywhere and just crash out, and it's like living in luxury. Sometimes you got like waterfront. It's good. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, waking up on the beach would be good. You know, just different locations.
That's
you
it.
Just move around.
Cool. Look at this.
What the hell? Is that like Lego or something?
No, it's just a little toy. Someone bought it for me, and you know the guy that's in Krusty Demons. He's in a wheelchair, and he does the flips.
Is it?
Not Krusty Demons. Is it Krusty Demons? Nitro Circus. Nitro Circus.
Okay.
It's the motorbikes that do the big jumps and all the shit in the stadiums and stuff. And there's a guy in a wheelchair that he's in Nitro Circus. That's his wheelchair, apparently. That's apparently a little toy replica of his wheelchair.
No, that's crazy. Now you just need to have a mic to add to it.
I'm more of a nutcase than that guy. No, I'm not. He's full on. I got yeah, if I can. I'll just look up Nitro Circus. Hold on. Nitro Circus wheelchair loop. Look at this guy. He's a nutcase. He's fully nuts.
What the hell?
He's in the air. He's got.
That's crazy.
He's full on. Just looking at. Yeah, Nitro Circus. Hey, that's the wheelchair I got.
Oh, awesome.
That's that little wheelchair thing. That's the one I got. Yeah, he's really cool, man. This dude. Yeah, when you get a chance, look up Nitros. Oh, look at that. That's a fucking mad
Like he had some fire needles coming out of his ass.
It's so cool. Yeah, Nitro Circus, eh? Crazy.
Oh, that takes some skill to land to that.
Oh, you'd kill yourself. I've done nothing like that. The closest I've come to doing shit like that was I was really good on the knee board behind a ski boat, and I went up the your jumps on the knee boards up the ski jumps.
Oh yeah, so they have like a series that's on Prime and Paramount.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Do you just watch it on like YouTube and stuff, or?
Yeah. I watch a lot of things on YouTube because you can get most stuff on there.
Yeah, it's easy just to type it in, comes up.
Lately, I've been watching just a lot of LEG. I love LEG.
And funny enough, I haven't watched that since you've said it, so I need to get around to watching some.
It's just so funny. Like I just love what and then he's doing an interview with these activists and he's talking about sex and they got these 2 or 3 really posh or upper class people that are saying that sex sells or like sends the wrong message to people, this and that. And then there's she's a porn star and she's real young. And he goes, hang on a minute. Let's see what she thinks. And then she starts talking and he's like, yes. And he's like real flirting with her. I fucking pissed myself, man. It was so funny. The way he does it, he's just like, he's a real crack up. He's like,
I remember when Borat went to I'm pretty sure this was on the LEG show, how they had segments of Borat. He went to an animal activist protest and he's telling them how he kills bears. It's like, what's your badge for? He's like, it means I kill bears. And they're like, he kills bears. He kills bears. You shouldn't be here. And he's like, why?
We shoot the dog. Oh fuck! He's just
when Borat tells people about he tells them about a how sad story, like my wife, she's dead, and they're like, oh no, oh that's terrible, and he's like, no, that's okay, I got a new wife.
Okay, I got a new wife.
Like he doesn't give a fuck.
Look at this here.
Hey, what's going on, Goki? Who?
He goes, what is?
Isn't up.
Can you hear it?
Sex.
Yeah. I like how he acts so hard and stuff around.
What is pornography?
Can you hear it?
I think pornography sends a very dangerous message to society. I think it lies about sex.
What does you think?
Well, I mean, I enjoy watching it myself. I mean, of course, a lot I feel is the parents, because of course you have to be 18 before you enter these sites.
That's
right. There's a written,
yeah, she's right.
There's a written statement there saying, yes, I'm 18. I mean, I see these young girls.
Whoa, let her finish.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm seeing young girls, 12, 13, and I'm thinking they're 18,
For the men in this business, how important is it, the size of the warrior?
It's not really the size. I've worked with
Can you hear
large
it?
men, and I've worked with small.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Massive one, But what does you say to people out there with small ones?
How disgusted that other woman is.
Of course, the saying is not how large, it's how you use it.
Why does you think it is that you ain't had sex with someone yet? Do you think
virgin?
Too shy, or because you was aiming for honeys out of your league?
No.
do you think it's because of the confidence?
No,
don't have
Isn't
the
it like
trust?
a religious reason?
No, I do not believe that sex with multiple partners should be the normal standard in our society.
So what you were saying is you actually is trying not to have sex.
Basically, what I'm attempting to do is not allow sex to come to the forefront of my life.
Does you think the age at which you can have sex is at the right level?
For most states in this country, the age of consensual sex is usually around 16 or 18.
All right. Virgin, does you think that it's
Virgin.
the right age?
Well, I think the difficulty is the issue that, we're wired to have sex pretty young.
How old can I come in?
I was 18 when I lost my
18?
virginity.
How old was him? Obviously, I know. I knew because he was a virgin. I was like, I think about 10 or something with this model from Italy.
He's 10.
It's illegal for people to have sex below the age of 16. Should it be illegal to have sex above the age of something like 50?
I wouldn't want it to be illegal to have sex above the age of 50 for personal reasons.
But like a couple of years ago, me had a really bad experience. Me walked in on me nana. She was actually doing like 69 with.
I probably shouldn't show it all. It's up. My arm's hurting.
Nah, that's fair.
He's hilarious. He's like, obviously, I'm not asking you because you haven't done it yet. But
yeah, I like how he gets all people that obviously basically go against each other. But I like how he cuts off people that he doesn't sort of want to explain shit. He was soften like. But then when that woman went to talk over the porn star, he's like, "Oh, let her finish." Like he only lets people speak when he wants them to, just to annoy them.
And he's
It's like, I like his whole comedic style. It's almost just like really triggering people to like get angry. Is like a big part of it. Is like saying shit that he knows is going to hell offend him.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's great.
And he starts flirting with her when he's talking to her.
Yeah, like you see his body language and his face change. Like he softens, his face softens, and he looks out like sweet towards her.
Oh, it's so good.
Brilliant.
It's fucking awesome.
Have you seen Ricky Gervais's stand-up and shit?
Yes, I love him.
Yeah. Ricky's another great one, especially when he goes to like Golden Globes or whatever, and he started talking about Epstein and shit.
Yeah, Hollywood. He fully exposed Hollywood. That was the beginning of the exposure. He was awesome. He was so good.
Yeah.
I loved it. That was great. I love Ricky Gervais. He's awesome. He's brilliant.
Take care, AJ. Cheers for joining in.
Take it easy, AJ.
Yeah, that I just very much. I like even Dave Chappelle, how he walked away from the Chappelle show just because they was treating him like shit, and basically they was trying to change his show to be a certain way, and he just a lot of people will sell out and they will give their rights and they'll change like just to get money. They offered him a few million, and I guess back then it was probably a lot of money, but I don't know, it was like 2 million or whatever to continue. And yeah, he didn't want the money, and he walked away and went and lived in Africa for a while. But yeah, they like Hollywood do to everyone that does shit like that. They tried to make him look bad, like in the media for ages. They was like making out he was because he smokes weed and stuff like that. But they was making out like he was a crackhead and all this stuff, and just all that crazy stuff. Have you heard about all that stuff about Russell Brand recently?
Yes. I was just about to say they're trying to cancel him now. That they won't because he's a legend, and they're trying to make him out to be some bad guy. It's because he's exposing everything right now. I watch a lot of.
I know Danny Minogue was one of the people that was saying no means no or something, and like supposedly he's just like an abusive person and stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, who knows who someone is? But it's always quite funny though, like how they tie everything together in the one moment. Because I'm pretty sure the Danny Minogue stuff was something she said ages ago, but now it's being used now as evidence and all this stuff. So it's funny how, convenient stuff can be sometimes. How, like this hasn't been spoke about before, and now all of a sudden, because the media is getting triggered by him, and it's not even the media, it's the people obviously that he's speaking about who owns the media or who are friends with people that own the media. They it's just very interesting how. But yeah, I don't follow him a lot, but I have listened to his podcast or his talk show and stuff at times.
I listen to a lot of.
Mayhem say.
I love him. I think he's
Mayhem
great.
said George Carlin. He's another person that definitely stood up.
Yes.
Against spoke out against stuff that.
I'm wondering if he died of cancer or whether he was just killed. Because they reckon he died.
Yeah, there's just so many people that speak out all of a sudden end up just turning up dead. I know Joan Rivers was one of the people that was speaking about Obama being gay and Michelle Obama being a trans. And it was like, I think it was almost the next day she was dead, or at least that week. And I know Anthony Bourdain, I know, was another one that was speaking out against people. I know Chester from Lincoln Park was I think he was speaking about the Clintons and child trafficking and shit like that. And all of a sudden but a lot of those people, like say, I guess Chester and Lincoln Park, the music and the vocals are quite, I don't know, I guess quite emotional. So they can use that against the person to try to make out they were sensitive and that sort of shit. But if you do look into a lot of that sort of stuff, sometimes the families and all that stuff say that they was acting fine beforehand and stuff like that. And I know suicide is definitely a touchy subject, or even someone dying. But yeah, if you do look into what they talk about, sometimes before Bernie Mac, the comedian, was another one.
Yep.
That was speaking out against certain stuff, and just he had a brain aneurysm, and
well, that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. Those are the things they tell you. Not necessarily true. Yeah. Fucking oath. I know. Fucking unbelievable. Yes. Fucking. So what time do you normally go till? What's size 10:17?
I don't really have a set time, so
whatever.
I just just whatever. And especially when I do Saturdays, sometimes they go for 5-6 hours because people might rotate. There might be a few people at the beginning, and then people might come in later on and stuff like that. So I just whenever really.
Yeah, that's wild. Oh man, I can work tomorrow. I don't want to work, but I'm having Wednesday, Thursday off, so because I've got to fly back Thursday, so I'll just have to holiday off. Fly all the way.
I guess it's something to look forward to in a way, but then you have to work anyway in the evening.
Yeah, it's just only singing. I've only got to perform for half an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only half an hour gig. Actually, it'll probably only end up being 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's pretty good, eh?
Is that because other people were singing as well? And like,
that's
all you've got?
Yeah, they just get me to do a quick half-hour show in front of the corporate function. Like it's a proper show.
Okay.
I just do that half an hour, and then they fly me up, put me up, fly me back, and pay me a shitload of money.
No, that's awesome. Gotta be loving that.
Just do that, and then have Thursday off because I'm flying back Thursday, and then I don't usually work Fridays, but I worked it out with my team leader, and I said I'll work I'll swap my Thursday with Friday, so I don't have to take any leave, which is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Happy to do that. And then I've got a full weekend of gigs. What have I got this weekend? I've got oh, have I got a full weekend? No, I don't have a full weekend. I've only got one gig on Saturday night. Yes. Fucking thank God for that. Most of the weekend off. It's nice.
So that's the one that you're just going to drive to.
Yeah. On the weekend, it's only 20 minutes from my house. On Saturday, 25 minutes from my house. And then I can just and then Sunday I'm not doing anything. Sunday no gigs, so I don't know what I'll do. I'll either just stay home all day and do fuck all, or I'll go and I might go to mum and dad's and spend the day with my family on Sunday. See what happens. Yeah. Oh wait, I can't. They're going away for 2 weeks tomorrow. They're going down to Melbourne. That's all right. I'll just do whatever. Go hang out with this new chick that not new, but this chick that I'm sort of trying to hook up with.
Oh yeah, give us all the gossip. Someone that you've known for a while, but getting to know more.
Yeah, so I've known her for like 6 years, but she had her fiance was my support worker, and he's an arsehole. Okay. I sacked him because he's an absolute prick. And then he cheated on her and moved to Melbourne, and he lives with that girl that he cheated on her with, and they had a kid and they're now married. So she was on her own for a little while, and then she ended up with a guy, and she always liked me. She told me she was giving me signals. I'm like, signals, tell me, fuck the signals. But anyway, and I didn't pick up on the signals. Plus, I was trying to get over a relationship that I was in, and I wasn't really interested in anything at that time. So I was just, because I'm all about making sure you self-heal and you're good before you enter another relationship, because I don't do relationship hopping like a lot of people do. And
you just bring the baggage to the next one.
No, you just don't want to do that because it's not fair on the other person. So so anyway, she ended up with a guy. So I missed out.
Okay, yeah.
But turns out he's a bit of a prick. And she's been with him for 3 years, and he's just been a real arsehole to her and really horrible. And they supposedly split up yesterday, and she's been talking to me a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm interested, definitely. But I don't want her to rush into something else, because then she's going to bring any baggage that she's got to me, and I don't want that. So I'm just playing it cool. I'm just going to chill. But I'll hang out with her
and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't want any bullshit. I don't want to put up with rubbish. Like the goal is to meet someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's the goal. Whether that happens or not, I don't really know. But I'm not going to just jump into something just for short-term gain. It's like, I've got to think about it. I've got to make sure it's going to work out, because I don't want to screw her up, and I don't want her to screw me up. So, but in the meantime, I'm happy to talk and see what happens. So,
hello, Laura. Yeah, I'm definitely like that as well. It's like as I get older, it's like I'd want, like what you said, someone to be with, but I don't want to just rush and jump into the first person I come across. And I have came across women as well that can be quite pushy in the way of they want you in a relationship before you even really know them properly. So I'm just happy to do like you said, just get to know people and see what happens. See if I find someone that I'm ready to like settle down with.
There's a lot of narcissistic women out there too, and I know they go on and on about how blokes are just really horrible to women, and there's a lot of narcissist guys, and that's not wrong. But there's a lot of narcissistic women too. God, I've put up with some hell, absolute hell. Like my ex was horrible. She used to physically abuse me. Like, it was bad. I was in a really bad relationship for 3.5 years. It was shocking, absolutely shocking. Probably the worst relationship you'd ever
Yeah, especially when you got feelings for someone like that, you sort of forgive them for a lot of stuff that you wouldn't do for anyone else. Like if that was just a
Yes.
mate, or
Fucking
you know,
oath.
I guess even family you would pull away from. But sometimes when you're in a relationship, you just let them be abusive, if that's physical or verbally or whatever.
Yeah. And you make excuses for them. You make excuses for them all the time. And it's sort of like, yeah, because you always think that it's going to get better, and it never really does. And you just keep thinking, but it's all right. I mean, yeah.
Because I used to apologize as well a lot. Like I found myself saying sorry for, even though I didn't cause the issue or I wasn't abusive in the drama. Like when the issue was happening, I wasn't abusive. But you know, sometimes you just, and narcissistic people like to flip it on you. You know, like flip the bullshit and make out you've been causing issues. And yeah, just you know, sometimes you say sorry or you try to fix it just to keep the peace. But like you said, after a while, you just realize it's not something you want, and it just you start losing a bit of an attraction for them because you see the side of them that is, especially narcissistic people. You know, like they like to put on a mask where they're lovely people, but then when they're in, say, a relationship, you see that side of them where, say, if they walk around in public or whatever, they're not obviously going to show that side of them to just everyone. So they definitely can play some very games, you know, like, which is just a little bit crazy and a bit of a head fuck as well.
That's true. God, fucking been there. Oh, full on. That was full on. Yeah, but I mean, I'm sort of really happy that it's ended, but I'm really happy with where my head's at these days. Like, because I mean, I've been away from her 16, 1989, 20, 23. So 7 years this year I've been on my own. I ended up with someone for about 3 months. That didn't work out. But yeah, 7 years on my own, and I'm really happy. I just don't know if I could be with anyone at the moment. I mean, take it slow with this current girl at the moment, but I don't know. And the best thing about it is like you got to be really happy in your own skin. You can't seek happiness from outside. You know,
like I've got to know a couple of women this year that didn't go nowhere exactly, but it was still fairly positive in the exchange, and just, you know, like it didn't move into anything further. But you know, that's not always a bad thing. Either one or the other didn't. You know, I guess sometimes you can get along with someone, but there's no chemistry or there's no spark there in that way. But I've just got to the point as well in life that I'm not going to, you know, keep on chasing someone if they're not ready or they're not interested in that way. So, you know, maybe when I was a bit younger, I might get upset or try to wonder why. You know, try to just keep on trying, I guess, with one person. But at the end of the day, there's plenty of people out there, and I kind of enjoy as well just getting to know people. You know, getting to know. It doesn't need to turn into a relationship. Just meeting someone for a meal or a coffee or lunch or whatever, and just chilling and just you know, if you spend too much time with the wrong person, you can probably miss the opportunity with the right person.
That's what I think happened to me too. I was missing the boat on things. Like this Jess girl that has always liked me. I mean, I think she's single now. I'm pretty sure that she's ended it with him. But like I feel like I missed the boat on that one back a while ago. But so what? It'll be matter. Like I can't on people happy. You there? You cut out for a second.
Yeah, I'm
You
still
there?
here.
Hello?
It went all. Yeah, I'm here.
Went a bit weird. Yeah, so
Yeah, you started to sound like a robot for a second there.
I am a robot. I want to be single and be happy.
Well, Paul's saying that he said he's came to the fact that I'll be single for the rest of my life, and that's okay. Well, really, if that's like a positive choice, then that's fine. But if it's because of, you've met people that haven't treated you right, then really, you probably just take some time to yourself. But really, if that's not what you actually want, I'm sure there'll be people out there.
Yeah, I mean, if I end up being on my own for the rest of my life, I'm not going to be unhappy because I'm really happy.
Yeah.
And like I love what I've got in my life right now. I love who I am. I respect myself. I know exactly who I am. But in saying that, I'd really like to be with somebody. It'd be nice, but also complicated. And I'm okay either way. It is what it is. Works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just sort of go with the flow. Life is a lesson.
Hello and welcome, Drink and Dive, Dumpster Dive in UK. They said they just popped in to say hello. Appreciate it. Hello.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
to them.
Yeah. Who's this Go Key?
Like
he goes.
Yeah. I've actually never spoke to them before. Maybe they're new to the channel, but they did ask if we're Australian, and I'm like, kind of, I guess.
Nah,
we live here.
I'm not an Aussie. I don't know. I identify as a twig. I'm a twig. I identify
It's
as
like I've lived here for quite some time, but yeah, I don't look at myself as Australian either. And I guess that's because I'm not really, because I was born in UK. Mum's side is Irish and English, and then my dad's side is English mainly. But yeah, it seems like a topic as well that a lot of people can relate to, which is good.
I'm Australian. My father is Italian. I'm Australian, but I reckon I'm Italian. Oh man, Tito, where are you? Oh, my dog has been very quiet lately. I think he's asleep. It's good that he's asleep. God, he's a noisy little shit. Yeah.
Cody's saying he had a couple of girls in high school, didn't go any further really, but never dated, but he's fine staying single. It's like that's the best thing really, is being happy in your situation. And if you're happy in your situation and you're not, necessarily chasing or getting upset about being alone, you'll find someone and you'll be in the right position, to go further with them.
Yeah.
Because there's even people that we probably mutually all know of, and just people that chase too many people when they want to move, by sending maybe pictures or whatever, trying to. It's like you're not going to attract to the right person by just that sort of behavior. You need to be happy with yourself. You need to respect women and not use them just to get off quickly. When I've been over the years, when I've been in dating groups or whatever they are, it's like just you can tell why some women get disgusted with men, because they just the way they act. And even if it's like really needy, it doesn't come across as attractive. And I'm, just looking from the outside in. But some people would be like asking the inbox or saying everyone's beautiful and all this stuff, and it just becomes to the point where it's like, this is like, you don't have no real experience with women. You don't know how to speak to women. You don't need to call someone beautiful when you've only just spoke to them for 10 seconds and stuff.
That's
It's
right.
like, you know, you can get to know them first, and then get to know them for their personality and stuff before you start mentioning the way they look or whatever.
At the end of the day, man, it's like this. You can go for a woman that's hot as fuck and you want to have, and you just want all that sex and all that romance and all that, go for the looks and all the bullshit. But what people fail to understand, and I blow out that they don't understand this, everything is impermanent. Every fucking thing on this planet is impermanent. Everything ends. That means those good looks are gonna end. That beautiful body, it's all finishes one day. You got to be able to fucking sit down and talk to the person. You got to be able to sit down and have a conversation and meet somebody at the same. Well, it doesn't have to be the same intellect, but you got to meet someone at the same at an intellect the way you can actually sit down and have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be with someone for the rest of your life, there comes a time in that life where you're going to have to just talk to each other, and that's it. And you need,
and also, unfortunately, nature has a way, or just a universal, however you God, whatever you believe in, or however you look at what life is, definitely has a way of like getting in the way. My point was going to be, you know, you're talking about people that chase looks or sex. What if that woman, unfortunately, might get cancer in the ovaries or breast cancer or something real like that, where it doesn't mean they're any less beautiful, but you know, they might not be able to have the same sort of sex. They might not look the same way. Their body might change. There's definitely, or even looking on the male side, you know, this person who's very much what women might think they want. You know, there's something might happen to them physically or mentally or whatever that prevents them from being what they was when you first meet them. So you want to find someone that, you know, that you're happy with, that you can sit down and have a, you know, breakfast, or you can have a beverage and just feel, you know, just have that mutual connection. It doesn't need to have the exact same interest, but someone you can sit down and enjoy for them, and obviously intimacy comes later, or it comes straight away, depending on what you're interested in or who you are. But you know, it's just kind of a bonus, and really, it's only more enjoyable, at least from my experience, if you have that connection with someone.
Yes.
Otherwise, it might be fun for the time being, the hour or whatever it may be, but I mean, that's going to come and go quite quickly, and then what you're left with and it's always awkward if you do get in a situation like that, because you don't have that connection in the way of conversation. So you just, after the fun's said and done, it's like, well, you're just kind of staring at each other like, I don't know what to talk to you about, because I don't have a clue who you are as a person.
Exactly, and that's what it's about. You got to know this person. You got to get involved get inside them, get into their head, or not so much like that, but you need to be able to meet somebody at an intellect that's comfortable for the both of you. And you know, because at the end of the day, that's all you've got, really. I mean, everything ends. The sex ends one day. It's not going to be around forever, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
That whole and also that honeymoon period doesn't last long either. A couple of months, if that, these days. The older you get, the less the honeymoon period lasts. You know.
Definitely that lovey-dovey shit, but as well, you have to see how someone ticks, because you could speak and treat someone in a certain way, and the next person might not appreciate that, or might be totally different, where stuff that made the last person laugh might make the next person cringe or upset. So that's why you need to get to know someone and see if they're right for you, but also just to see if you know, even when it comes to sex or whatever, it's like stuff that you enjoyed or the other person enjoyed that you may have just done just to, you know, please them and help them enjoy themselves. The next person might not like none of that. So You need to get
Exactly.
to know them physically and mentally, and
100%, man, 100%. And it's funny how we can talk about this and talk sense about it, but yet there's so many guys out there that just don't get that. There's a lot of women out there that don't get it too, but there's a lot of people in general just don't get it. It's just weird.
yeah. Some people are so desperate they'll just take whatever's on offer, which isn't the way to go. Really, you're not respecting them or yourselves.
No, that's exactly right. But yeah, some people just don't get it. There is a girl I have been really close friends with online for 7.5 years now, and have been really wanting to meet, who lives in Melbourne. Let's go to Melbourne. Let's set out a search warrant.
Let's set it up. Let's be the love gurus. Set it up for old
I'll be your
Cody.
pimp. I'll be your pimp.
Next second, you're pimping Cody out. He's wondering what's happened. Wonder what happened to that girl he was interested in.
I'll pimp
I only
Cody
wanted
out.
to meet one girl.
I didn't want to meet one girl. I'm introducing you to all my groupies. Come on, man.
But I guess that is a little bit of a problem with online, but it's not always bad. But yeah, I've definitely met some really interesting people that you click with online, and they might live in a different country, or they might even not live like locally, like even in the same state. They could be like a few hours away or whatever. So it can make it difficult, but I mean, you just have to see if it's worth it. Like with what Cody's saying, he has to. That or both parties need to decide if they want to take it further, and obviously someone, if it did become something, one of you would have to eventually decide to move and make it into more than just an online situation.
Mm-hmm. I had a girlfriend who was in the Philippines, and she was online.
Oh yeah,
and it wasn't just someone I met online, like a bullshit thing. My friend who lives half an hour away, his wife is Filipino, and they were best friends. So my friend knew this girl, and he introduced me to her. So it wasn't like, some weird Filipino person was like looking for a guy with lots of money from Australia. It wasn't like that at all. So I ended up talking with her, and we ended up having this like relationship online, and she was going to come over, but then because of the whole lockdown bullshit, and I just thought I'll never get to see it, so I just broke it off. I said, whatever. I said, I can't do this anymore. It's mentally draining because I'll never get to see her. So forget about it. Let's just split it. Just go and live your life. You'll be fine. Anyway, she was pretty upset, but I'm like, yeah. Sometimes it goes through your head too. Why? I know that I met her legitimately through a friend, but then sometimes I also think, why was she so upset?
Yeah, I guess it's just because some people can, and that's I guess what we're saying, where it doesn't need to be intimate, as in physical, always, because you can get to know someone and get really attached or close to them, and there can be an online situation where I mean, at least these days, you can like have video calls and all that sort of stuff as well, so you can be quite intimate or quite close and personal with someone. It's not all over the phone and even letters. Back in the day, you'd probably have to write each other letters, if it was 100 years ago or something. But yeah, you can get quite attached to someone. I guess you just as well get into that routine, and where you'll get stuck in routines where you're speaking to the same person, or you're getting close to the same person. So
Cody just wrote.
People just.
Yeah, what do you say here? Lately, she hasn't been much into the same things she once was with me before. She wants one thing I don't want, and it's at a point now I wouldn't. Yeah, you just got to be careful.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
going
going
to
to say,
say, it sounds like your situation a bit like you was mentioning before.
you got to be careful though, Cody, that you're not just putting all your eggs in one basket. But not just that, but just be careful that you're not. They don't have to have complete interest in what you've got. That doesn't have to happen either.
Yeah.
It's something much deeper than that that's got to connect. It's got nothing to do with just straight
A
out
favorite
interest.
movie or hobby or whatever. Because I mean, I've definitely been very interested in stuff, and then just financially or just for whatever reason have just lost interest in it.
Yep.
Stuff like comic books. I mean, I used to quite enjoy reading them and getting them, and just for whatever reason, I haven't really touched one in a long time, and just. And say if someone else I met that was interested in had a common interest, if they stopped enjoying something, it's like it doesn't. As Mick said, it's like the connection's already there, and the friendship or relationship's already there. So it doesn't matter if they say, "Oh, I'm not interested in this anymore." That's up to them. It doesn't mean that I have to lose interest in it, or that I can't talk passionately about it to them.
That's right. That's exactly right. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think human beings have just got to get to the point where they understand that life is just a lesson. It's just a school. And we take things seriously because we think with the emotional brain and we don't think with the logical brain. And when you think with the emotional brain, the front part of the brain, you don't really, it's not really a good way to set yourself up for things. So, it's important to just be more logical about the situation. Go with the flow, as they say. Go with the flow. But yeah. Yes, that's exactly right. Who's this? Yeah. Fuck, I'm tired. Oh. This is insane. I might probably hit the sack, eh?
Yeah, no worries, man.
I won't hit the sack too hard.
Great time talking to you.
I won't hit the sack.
If you hit the sack,
fucking hurts.
I've got hit in the sack a few times. It wins you. It's one of the worst feelings ever.
Yeah, but we guys hit the sack. I might say I'm not going to hit it that hard. Fucking hell. There's nothing worse. And then you hop in your wheelchair real quick. You hop in your wheelchair real quick and you sit on them. It's like, oh no. I'm in so much pain right now. I just like say goodbye to my fucking fatherhood. Okay. Oh fuck. Anyway, I'm going to go offline and go to bed because we're not talking about things that interest me. Yeah, rubbish. Okay. I think we do well on stream together.
Oh, definitely so. And everyone seems to get stuff off their chest, or even just join into the conversation, which is always good when people relate or enjoy the conversation. And we could be talking a load of shit or talking real stuff or whatever.
We got pretty
and that's
deep.
what the conversation's about.
Yeah,
it did get a bit deep.
We were talking some shit before, and then it just turned deep. It's all right.
That's what's great about conversation. You can have a laugh and act like idiots, and then 5 minutes later, you could almost be, not necessarily crying, but spilling your heart out, or telling some intimate information. And I mean, like you said, that's what life is really, just learning and trying to help each other. Really,
that's it. 100%. It's like I always blew out like when I split up with my ex. She was so horrible. She was a narcissist, but she was a definite narcissist. And she said to me, she blamed my disability for her lack of intimacy, even though it was fine. She blamed my disability. I'm like, you fucking idiot. We've been together for 3.5 years. I've been in a wheelchair for 41 years. You knew I was in a wheelchair when you met me.
It's not like she just worked it out after all that time.
Maybe she did. Maybe she's that dumb.
She woke up and since when did this happen?
What? This guy's in a wheelchair? What the fuck? I get that a lot.
Being in that situation, it's like you go into that situation like she knew, like when she got closer to you. That it's not like you hid it. You hid it from her.
It's like that wheelchair was under a black cloak before. I never saw it.
What did you like floated around or?
I thought you were floating. No, you fucking idiot.
On a magic carpet. Fucking Aladdin.
Oh, new world. Fucking hell. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I've definitely found people you would tell people stuff in confidence, and then they'll end up, they'll make out that they're all there for you, but they'll end up using that against you.
Yes.
Just weaknesses or stuff they know that you're, I don't know, touchy about or whatever. But yeah, it's very interesting how people can change and love you for one reason and end up like hating or just using that reason against you, even though they was all supported before. Yeah.
I think my ex loved me for my money because I had paid her credit card debts off and I helped her out. And then when I decided to stop giving the money, she said goodbye. Well, she started cheating.
That's ridiculous.
She cheated on me, but whatever. That's okay. I hope she had fun. It's all good. Yeah. Life. That's fucking life. Anyway, I'm going to head off because I've got to crash out. We got 10:50. I don't know where my dog's going. He's off somewhere. I'm going to go and get some shit sorted and crash out for a few hours before I got to get up in the morning and try and meet my KPIs again tomorrow, which I always do, but it's just flat out. Yeah. Anyways, it's been wonderful to speak to you tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it, and yeah, always love having you on.
Yeah,
having you on. But yeah, no, this is always a great chat.
On drugs, no. Yeah, no, it's great. I love this stream. It's fantastic. So, well done, and another successful evening. Good night to everybody in the chat. I hope you have a great evening.
Everyone's saying good night and bye.
They are. I can see it now. Hello, fellow men and women of the world. Benji, a bit late. I'm going, mate. Okay. But anyway, take care, G. All the best, brother.
Yeah.
And,
take care, Mick, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a fucking trip down to SA soon. I promise.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I'll come down. I promise.
Awesome.
I'll have some time off soon. Or maybe not this year, but early next year. I'll work something out. And I'll pop down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Book a gig and we'll go and fucking get on the piss. Better be mad.
Sweet as, man.
All right, you take care of yourself, man. All the best.
All right, take care, bro.
Soon.
Cheers,
See you guys
you too.
in the chat. Everybody, love your guts. Take it easy. All right. See ya. Bye.
See ya, man.
Bye.
And there we have the legendary Mick on Wheels. SA rocks, like type of ones you find in the garden. But anyway, so what are you doing back, Benj? You have returned on horseback. Need to get another drink, but I'm not going to leave you lovely lot. At least when there's other people on, my mouth doesn't get as dry and stuff because, I let them talk, let them do all the work. Oh, I scrolled on my mouse and the room got lighter. Must be those naked aliens. Anyway, what's everyone up to in the chat? Have some deep conversation. What do you want to talk about there, ladies and gentlemen? Or possibly ladies? don't really want to judge you all. Yeah. Oh, it's been another good stream though. It's no, I just haven't cleaned up my desk since the weekend. I was cleaning up today a bit, but I didn't get around to putting the cans out. So yeah, I'm super slack. Don't judge me. They will be gone before next stream. Don't worry. I mean, yeah, I've been getting off my face. Oh. What did you say, Benj? Yeah, it was kind of funny because at first when you replied, I'm like, how are you replying? Because I thought it was a live stream at first. I thought it was a live stream or you reacting live. And then when I saw comments popping up and you wasn't like looking at the phone or the keyboard or whatever, then I'm like, oh, I'm guessing this is a pre-recorded video, like a premiere. I don't know why. It came up, it said live, so I just assumed that it was a live stream. But yeah, obviously it's pre-recorded. But yeah, it was quite funny. And yeah, there was definitely some colourful language in that little animation that you was watching. What was it like? Kiss on the dick or whatever. I remember you liked that one. You lost it at that. But yeah, it was kind of random. But I like random balls. But yeah, obviously I am quite random myself sometimes. But yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure it was last Monday as well. That's why I was mentioning that I get the Garfield sometimes. I don't know why. And it's not to do nothing to do with the day, but it's just landed on the same day for the last couple of weeks, it seems. Just feeling a little. I mean, I did do a lot of editing today. I did put out a couple of shorts. They were just short videos from my longer ones that I've got on YouTube. Sometimes they're just saved in the device, and you know, normally I put stuff on YouTube, obviously weekly, but sometimes I neglect Instagram, and even though for some reason Instagram used to get quite a lot of views and stuff, but now just it seems Reels, which are the short videos on Instagram, don't seem to do that much these days. Like they don't seem to really get traffic coming in. But I don't know. I guess I don't really, if you want a big successful Instagram page, I guess need to be uploading once a day or a few times a day to obviously build the algorithm. But because I mainly work on YouTube, I don't dedicate all that time on one platform. Or if it was one platform, it'd be YouTube. And yeah, put some on TikTok and stuff like that, which again, so that gets quite a lot of views on TikTok, but I just don't get followers. Like I'm not even up to the 200 yet followers on TikTok. Some videos will get a few thousand views, but people just won't follow. I don't know. I guess that's up to them. And not that I ever look at my content as being amazing and stuff like that. But yeah, just as I said, I guess you need to dedicate all your time to one platform if you really want to build one. Now I know what Cody looks like. Oh, because he's a very popular young lad. He is. That's why. Is that the actual? Is that comics or comic strips? Because I remember I used to love those. Where they're like just a small comic panel. They used to be in like the newspaper and stuff like that back in the day. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, there was a couple of. I don't really like the new Garfield stuff or a lot of the new movies how they're just very CGI. And obviously they're normally live action with some CGI. I more liked Garfield just when it was a cartoon and stuff like that. If it was talking about series or movie, yeah, the comic strips. Yeah, I've always kind of, I mean, as a lot of you would know now, that I do like drawing cartoons and all that sort of stuff. So I've always been into comic strips and comic books, and probably should have really done one by now. Like I used to do them as a kid, just for a muck around, create characters, and just I used to just always draw a lot back in when I was younger. I don't know. I did say on stream, I believe, before once when I sort of got into my 20s and started getting just depression and stuff, just for some reason, some of the creativity was lost. So, I used to be drawing I used to get to the point where, you'd run out of paper or I'd just be drawing so much that just wherever and whenever. That's why when I'd done those pictures the other day, I haven't really done that in probably really years. So I didn't know how good they were going to come out, and I had to have a couple of pictures for reference just because, I haven't moved the old pen or pencil around for a while. So it's just getting back into, I guess it's like riding a bike. They say you never forget, but if you haven't done it for say 10 years, then you might be a little bit shaky at first or whatever. All right. Take care, Benji. Always appreciate you coming. Always appreciate you here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's only been probably a couple of weeks since like some of the bullshit happened. But yeah, I've got like, about 40 or so over 40 now. Like, more people. But yeah, just try to push the channel. I'm one of those people that try not to hassle people to follow me though. Oh, excuse me, I don't I don't beg people to. But yeah, I always try to just reply to comments. Sometimes for some reason comments occasionally get lost. Like I don't get the notification or whatever for it, because sometimes I might see a comment that was when I revisit a video, if someone new comments, and I'll go through the comments just to double check that I've replied. But yeah, just always want people to feel welcome and like they're a part of the channel. Because at the end of the day, if no one's watching and commenting, then there's not much point me really doing it unless I just want to do it for fun and a hobby. But I'd always appreciate people taking the time to watch, enjoy it, like, comment. Because at least if people are, I mean, likes just really push it in the algorithm. The more people that like it, it starts being shown to a wider audience. But when people comment, it's like that I can kind of get to know the people that are watching, and obviously, like that's why I do live streams more and more, just so I can speak to all of you in the chat. We can just get to know each other, and I can just find out what people enjoy and don't really enjoy. But everyone does have different preferences. Some people just like watching Maccas, Jackers, and Clackers, and all that stuff. And I haven't really done content for probably 2 or more weeks on my Hypersapien channel, but I am slowly getting like more people following that YouTube channel just because my last painting video has done quite well. It's like, I don't know, I think the last time I looked it was 3,300 odd views. So I think just because that's getting more popular, the more people that are watching it and liking it, and then it's kind of funny how YouTube works though, because say there might be 100 views and you might only get a few people subscribe from that, but that's what it is. I mean, really, I just need to push the content more. It just takes a lot of time to edit this stuff, especially painting videos. I might do like say an hour's worth of content, but a lot of people don't want to watch for that long, so you just edit that down to like anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. That being said, I'm pretty sure how long. It was half an hour. Was the painting video, which is kind of good that people are enjoying it, and it's kind of a little bit longer. So most painting videos I try to keep about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, that's fair enough. Like, some people aren't really into that content, and some people probably aren't into like eating food reviews or whatever. But I mean, I tried to put my personality in it. When I first did G the Hypersapien, I probably was a little bit more of a drone or like zombie-like, where I was just trying to like. When I first started my original YouTube channel, I tried to be a little bit I don't know if professional's the word or just serious in a way. And it wasn't because I was like hiding my personality. It's like when you just do it, you're not really used to talking on the camera by yourself at first, so it just comes across a little bit wooden and stuff at first. But yeah, now I've done Funk and Hungry so long, I tried to put like that sort of personality, which is just me anyway. I tried to like just be a little bit more entertaining. So even when I'm painting, if I like find something a little bit funny or silly, I will mention it. I'll have like a little joke or whatever, just because anyone that watches these lives knows what I'm like normally. If there's something funny to be said, normally I can't hold back to but say it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd always appreciate you watching it, and it'll be interesting, to hear your feedback. There is a few shorter painting videos, but the one that's people seem to be enjoying, as I said, yeah, it's about half an hour these days, or as it was. But I mean, some Funk and Hungry videos are a bit longer. It just depends. Normally, as well, when I'm doing multiple items, obviously I can't. If it's just like a chocolate bar, it's normally 10 minutes or under. But if it's like a few things, sometimes it might be like closer to 20 minutes. And normally I record more than I have to, just so that I can take out the stuff that I don't feel that is relevant. Sometimes I might have to take out jokes or other stuff. If I don't know, it just depends. Just the feel of you get the feel of the video once you're editing on what you sort of want to present to people. Yeah. Majority of my videos on my channel aren't my own content, but went back to uploading my own videos. When you say your own content, do you mean the reactions? Because I know you do a lot of reactions, so you're watching other content, or do you mean you just shared other people's content? Yeah. But yeah, I definitely have always. I mean, the bigger the channels get, obviously, if I ever did sort of become a lot more of a bigger YouTuber, it might be harder to keep up with people. And even if I did live streams and there was more people, it'd be harder to keep up with. But when I do live streams, sometimes I like to just let the other people talk if I have guests or whatever on. Kind of like tonight, I just, sometimes people might cut off each other or I might step in and say stuff before. Hey, what's going on, Kyle? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, it's just with the live streams, I mean, like now, I'll just talk a bit of crap. But when I've got other people on, it's interesting just to hear what they have to say about stuff. Yeah, I mean, you've got quite a big channel, but obviously you've got like, different content. Do you find that the different content has made you more successful, or do you feel like having all these different topics or different types of videos makes it harder for people to find you? Because I do know that what I've been told is channels that focus on certain content, like a particular topic or content, normally it's like easier to push them in the algorithm, because obviously it's just like if people are looking at food reviews or whatever, it's going to focus on that. But when you're doing a few different videos, so that's why at first I didn't do as many live streams, because I was trying to do food related content. But at the end of the day, these live streams just have evolved over time and just become what they are, which is talking to everyone in the chat, and just there's no point really being strict on it. Like people, if they want to watch the pre-recorded stuff, obviously it's mainly going to be depending on what channel of mine you're watching. It's going to obviously be a certain type of situation. So it's obviously going to be mainly food and stuff and Funk and Hungry. But maybe one day I might get into vlogging or whatever may happen. We'll see. But it always will be around the food. I wouldn't mind maybe exploring the community a bit more though. But we'll see what happens. I have spoke about some stuff that I've wanted to do on the channel on here. Hey, what's going on, Caitlin? Yeah, well, that's it. Do what I enjoy, and just it's like funny when I do, not bring out content for a week or whatever it might be. Sometimes I do get people asking, where's new content? Because yeah, they seem to enjoy it, and when I'm not around for a while, they do get a little bit concerned, and I think that's because they don't get their daily or their weekly dose of me. Yeah, I mean, I've done some public videos, and it is more enthusiastic. Hey, Caitlin. Hey. But yeah, I've done some public videos, and it can be a little bit weird. Mainly the reason I don't really do as much in public is because background noise. I don't as well want to spend time and effort going to a place, and some places might, even though you're allowed to film in public, some places might not really want you there. But I'm sure that will happen eventually as I grow as a channel and just get more equipment. Was that better, or hopefully it was better? Because the dog's trying to sleep. I don't want to wake him up, or do I? He's a little bit deaf these days anyway, so he didn't wake up from the hey, Caitlin. Who's everyone? Is that me? But yeah, when I did film in public, it's just when I went to one place, didn't really plan it, but I was with another content creator and we went to like a cafe, and they knew we was going to make content because he spoke to the owner before. We getting drunk. No, I'll be saving what I have for the weekend. I have a Staffy Cross Bull Terrier, so fairly similar breeds. I have tried to get him on camera before. He's been in some of my videos in the past. But yeah, a lot of times he's a little bit older now, so a lot of times he's sleeping. Show us the cans, my bruh. What cans? The can. These cans, yeah, they're just from over the weekend. I was saying before, I've been slacking. I just haven't got around to putting them in the recycling yet. But yeah, that's the thing about having a hobby desk. You can just pretend it's a part of the hobby. This is my hobby. My favourite breed, my childhood dog was Staffy. Sadly, she passed away in my arms. Yeah, that's very sad. Sorry to hear that, but unfortunately, that's the shitty part of life, isn't it? Because Soul is 13, he'll be 14 in November. So, like that sort of, he's not going to have too much longer with us, but we can't get another dog. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame, but yeah, sometimes, you don't want to go through that heartache again, I guess. But yeah, and I don't know what I'll do. I don't feel like I'll be rushing out to get like one straight away. And Soul has became a little bit like anxious as he's got older, where he likes me being around. If I go out wherever for too long, he starts getting upset. So it makes it a little bit harder for me to go out for too long, for like the whole day, or obviously even if I went to someone's for overnight. Yeah, so but it's like when you have a dog, you kind of owe, or at least in my opinion, I owe it to him because he's been there through a lot of shit. So I can try to give him the best I can until he's ready to move on. And yeah, he does have little issues, like one of his back legs sometimes plays up on him, especially when he acts like a twat for too long. And he's acting like he's a puppy again, and then he might start hobbling around a bit. Oh, he can come into them if he wants. I'm not stopping anyone. Anyone's welcome. Yeah, that's it. And I'm happy to be around Sol a lot longer. Not really leave him. It just means I can't normally stay at people's houses if I go and drink or whatever I might be doing. But yeah, definitely owe it to him because, when shit hits the fan and no one gives a shit, you've still got your dog there. And if you're having a bad day or you come, from work or wherever you may be, you come home, your dog's always there with a smiley face and a waggy tail. You can't be pissed, you can't stay pissed for too long when you've got a happy dog in front of you. So yeah, they're just awesome to have. But can understand if you've got work or different commitments. It's actually quite mature of someone to not bring a dog. And I mean, maybe in a different part of your life, a different time, you might be ready for one. What has been my favorite video to make? Well, I don't know really. I don't know. It's like sometimes I don't know which videos are going to be successful. So some videos that I might not put as much effort into, sometimes people enjoy a lot, or just I'll put it out there, but I don't expect people to enjoy, but they do. I guess one of the most enjoyable ones was when I met that other content creator, just because I did film in public, and it was a little bit. I mean, I've done a few Carl's Jr. because it's not close to me, so I've had to go there and didn't want to obviously come all the way back with food; it would be cold or whatever. So I just filmed on the premises. But their traffic and all other bullshit going on, so it's like loud. There's just like noise in the background, and you don't sometimes notice it when you're filming because I guess you just get in the zone. But then when I edit it later on, it's just I'm hearing all this bullshit in the background. But yeah, when I went to the cafe and met the other content creator, the owners were cool about it. They ended up giving us the food for free, and we like the owner's kid was working. It must have been a school holiday, and he was like helping out. And I remember he came up and just like leant on the counter and just watched me the whole time filming. And yeah, it was a little bit weird, but it was kind of funny and amusing. And I'm sure a little kid is like, "Why is this dude sitting there with a camera and talking?" He's probably never seen that before. Uh, yeah, I mean, most of the time I don't really bother with that stuff. I have done it before though. I mean, I guess I don't really drink that much stuff. I mean, most of the time I'm drinking tea. Anyone that watches my content or lives know most of the time I'm just drinking tea. So, I'm just throw the tea bag in the bin and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I have done a few live streams where I've started to have some drinks. It's only been like two now. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, a lot of times, and it's only I'd really drink soft drink when it starts getting hotter. So I have been having a few Pepsis the last few days because it's starting to get pretty warm in SA. So yeah. Oh no, look out. You can see Caitlin Cybra now. Here we can see me now. So all you lads in the comment section, you can see her now. Yeah, we do have Red Rooster. Unfortunately, it's not like really close. It's probably we have a couple, but they're probably about 40 minutes one way and maybe an hour another way. Unfortunately, the closer one to me shut down. I don't know, it probably was before COVID, but yeah. Funny you mentioned that though, because last year, in Health Black, last year they sent me a couple of vouchers to review their stuff. But yeah, I have to find my way there and do some reviews because I quite like it. I probably I mean, KFC has a lot of nostalgia to it because it's been around. I mean, Red Rooster's been around for a while, but I didn't really go there much when I was younger. But yeah, I do like Red Rooster, especially their fried chicken. It's pretty killer. She reckons I don't look like that. I'm a catfish. I'm gross in real life. Fair enough. I've only seen like this part of your face. Like whenever I've seen you, I've only seen like one of your eyes and a slight part of your forehead. Yeah, I wish I did because yeah, they sent me the vouchers and they sent me some merch and stuff. They said there was no obligation, but obviously they kind of wanted me to do to do reviews for them. Obviously, it was kind of to push me to do content for them. It's just yeah, I don't drive, so most of the time I either get delivery or if I'm out and about, I'll grab stuff and then bring it home. Or as I've mentioned, sometimes I've done reviews out and about, like at a random location. Yeah, I mean it is pretty good. And if you've watched like for people that I know some of the people in the chat have either only watched some of my content or are fairly new to the channel. But yeah, and the KFC's gone downhill a fair bit. Like I don't know, just the price has gone up, the portion size has just dropped. Like a lot of times when I get chicken now, it's like this little tiny like wing piece or this just little ball of just nothing, and it's just yeah. When I've had Red Rooster fried chicken, it's decent size, and you actually get like it's fairly good value for money. Yeah, are you talking about the Red Rooster gravy? Because yeah, that's probably the only part I haven't really liked of Red Rooster. The gravy was a little bit shit, really, I thought, but it might have been just a day. But yeah, KFC's gravy I find is more superior. But everything else in Red Rooster has been good. Like even their burgers that they're doing these days. It's like KFC's has some of the most shit, um, like buns, bread rolls. Just I don't know for a huge franchise like that, I find that shocking. They're normally just dry or I don't know. You'll have to go watch some KFC reviews. I did like the last KFC. I reckon I enjoyed. I didn't mind the mashies and the hot and spicy chicken. That was probably like a year ago that came out. I did enjoy that, and I'm pretty sure that's when Red Rooster sent the vouchers and stuff. So that's what's amusing. You never know who's going to watch your videos because I got an email. They said that they watched a KFC video, and I might like to try their fried chicken because they have their own hot red fried chicken or whatever, which is the spicy one. And yeah, funny enough, I already tried it though. I didn't do a review, but I tried it anyway. Before they said it. Rash haze. Is that like some sort of pig Latin or bloody what do they call them? Eshays or whatever. KFC buns. Yeah, they always seem stale. It's like I reckon they steam the bun instead of toasting it. And I don't know, with the steam bun, I reckon obviously like the moisture when it evaporates, it just makes it dry. So if they have the burger sitting there, if it's fresh, it's probably not too bad. But if the burger like has been sitting there, they've like just had them there ready to go, so they can just grab them and give them to the customer and not make them to order. I reckon that's one reason why the buns come across stale because they steam them, and then the steam like the moisture from the steaming dries up. I reckon that's my best guess. KFC chicken is tiny these days. Rooter still has good size. Yeah, that's what I found. And really, when it comes to chicken burgers, there's so many good local places that do beef and chicken these days. I mean, I've done a lot of local places, and just if I really want a burger, chicken or beef, most of the time, even if I have to spend a bit more, the quality is way better from like a smaller place. Yeah, I have had donations. Yeah, I have had quite a few. Like, I'm not going to make out that people pay for every video, but yeah, people have sent me money, and most of the time they either tell me what they want to see me review, or sometimes they might just say like the last person wanted me to do fish and chips, or gave me a couple of options. Basically, wanted me to try a local place that I haven't tried, and then the person that gave me a donation before that was another person that wanted me to try a local place that I haven't tried before. It's a restaurant. Google it. Yeah, it's lucky I'm not in a live stream or nothing. I guess I can Google it. It'll probably end up being like porn or something, knowing you. Oh no, it's actually coming up. It's pizza pasta, because I know that you love the way that that's said. Salad, snitty, steaks. I can't say I've ever heard of it, or it's near me. But yeah, there's still so many places that I need to review. It's just, I don't know, time, money, and all that stuff. But I have done a lot of good local places. No, fair enough. I thought it was like, I thought it was some sort of Eshe shit. Rashes. Rashe, bruv. Fucking go to Rashes. They put them in the warmer. But yeah. Like, sometimes I miss places. Like, Macca's are doing their Monopoly promotion, and last year I did a video on it, and I still could, but I've kind of been putting it off a bit. Like, I've done one local place recently that I was going to release it today, but I just ended up getting busy doing other videos. I need to still edit this video. It's like just another local place that I tried. But yeah, just, I could spend money and do like pretty much the same video I did last year and say, show us your Google history. I could do it again and just, but really, I mean, most people know that when new Macca's stuff is happening anyway, because they promote the hell out of it. But I will be doing, even though it sounds average in a way, like it'll be good, but it's kind of like piss poor, really. They're doing a Milo McFlurry towards the end of September. So I will do that. But I haven't had the best track record with McFlurries. Most of the time I call them McFlurry soup, and that was pretty sure my first video. Don't want to go and watch it because it's pretty cringy. But yeah, McFlurry soup. That was because some genius decided to put I don't know if it was a custard pie in the McFlurry, so a hot pie and cold ice cream kind of equals disaster, really. Probably be all right if you order it if you're sitting in the restaurant. If you're sitting in there, and you eat it straight away. But what I find with McFlurries, you need to almost eat them as soon as you get them. Like, even if you get like a meal, like if you're having a burger meal or whatever, a lot of times by the time you get to your dessert, it's just trash by then. Yeah, funny enough here, like the bloody McFlurry or the ice cream machines normally aren't broken, but I don't normally go there for a McFlurry anymore because they used to have that attachment where they mix it, and they used to mix the ingredients. They used to mix the ingredients all through the ice cream, and I reckon when they went to wooden spoons, they got rid of that attachment because it was basically the plastic spoon went into the machine to mix it with, and then the spoon used to obviously be in your ice cream when they hand it to you. But I've just found they've been fairly trashed since. But I've reviewed quite a few McFlurries, and they're just, I don't know. I find the Hungry Jack Storms a way better value, and normally you get with the Storm, you get ingredients at the bottom and the top. With McFlurries, they just like sprinkle a little bit on like Salt Bay, like bloody dropping it off their elbow or whatever. Yeah, that's it, JD. Nothing worse than a soggy McFlurry. I call it McFlurry soup because when it just, when it all melts, it just turns into McFlurry soup. But yeah. Do you like salmon? How Americans say it, salmon. Yeah, I like salmon. What kind though? I mean, that's like the raw fish, like the fish in the ocean. Like just, watching videos of it, like natural, what is it? Natural nature. Can't even remember what that bloody channel's called. I don't know, animal channels. Ah, yeah, I am trying, but then I started a bloody food review channel, and now look at me, I'm a mess. But yeah, I guess I can destroy my life, so no one else has to. You can just sit there and watch my cringy videos. But yeah, it's probably higher in calories because it's actually, tastes decent. I did kind of get a little bit addicted to those Lotus Biscoff Storms. A little bit, I might have had one or two outside of my videos, my reviews. Most of the time when I review something, I don't buy it again. Ah, well, yeah, I was born in England, so I don't know. I can handle the cold. I'm the type of person that will be still wearing a singlet, have the fan on when it's super cold. But yeah, at the moment it started to get hot. We had winters when I first moved here. The winters used to be quite warm still, and the summers was obviously like 40 plus degrees. But these days, the winters seem to be cooling down and getting a lot more wet in Adelaide or South Australia. So the weather is like, yeah, just it's quite wet and cold in the winter. It's starting to definitely heat up though. We've had high 20s and 30s. So yeah, it was 24 today. It was a little bit overcast. It's 21, and then we dropped back down to 15, 17, 20, 20, 27 on Sunday. But yeah, it started to heat up for sure. But I kind of don't mind this weather, but when it starts getting 40 degrees, I'm not really a fan. I might put a fan on to cool down, but I'm not a fan. Yeah. And it depends, like one year the summer might be scorching, and then the following year it might be a little bit cooler. So it has been a little bit inconsistent the last few years where it used to be, a lot more predictable. You guys are crazy though, bloody Australians. Yeah, you gotta like the rain, but it's shit when it's raining and it's hot because then you get high humidity and it's like, you're sweating because it's hot, but also like if it's raining, it's like I don't know if that's sweat or rain or a little bit of both. So, yeah, super strange when I do a stream and there's loads of people on and then I'm just by myself. I feel sorry for all of you having to listen to me. We have a whole 7 people watching. I'm in the big time. This is the big time. Yeah, people are predicting it to be a very hot summer, but we'll see, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Nothing beats coming out of the shopping centre and getting hit with a heat wave. Oh yeah, I guess each to their own. Normally, I'm the type that loves going. I'm the opposite, the other way around. It's like there's a heat wave, and if I'm out and about, going to a shopping center and you get hit by that air conditioning, I'm like, oh yeah, this is fucking awesome. Like when the cool hits the face and the skin or whatever, cools you down, and then all of a sudden you're enjoying life, or at least I am enjoying myself, and then walk out and kind of forget, oh fuck, it's hot as out here. Yeah. Doing a great job by myself. I appreciate that, Paul. So sometimes I try to sound like I know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, the reviews that I'll be doing this week. There's so much crap coming out these days to review. I'm gonna have to try those. Has anyone tried the new Twisties, the donut cinnamon ones? Definitely gonna. I'll probably try them tomorrow. Like I'll do the video, but I won't bring it out, or we'll bring it out this week sometimes, maybe, because I still have the local place that I went to. I don't know. You'll be seeing a few videos this week either way. I just have to stop being slack and edit them. So you want it the other way around, do you? You want to turn your air conditioning so like you're just walking around the house sweating, like, oh man, I'm loving this 40-degree weather inside. Old mate Ron tried them. Yeah, no doubt. It's funny because I don't follow his channel, but sometimes for some reason I get notifications. So when I get a notification come up, sometimes I have a little bit of a gaze to see what he's doing. Most of the time it's like the same KFC video over and over again. Well, he's actually done a couple of local places. He must have been watching Funkin' Hungry. Or maybe he's finally sick of eating KFC over and over. Oh well, each to their own. I get a little bit bored with like, Hungry Jacks or whatever, having it all the time, which I don't, but I still get bored of it. I just think that those places aren't the best. Hey, Christo. Yeah, I've got a packet of them as well sitting there. I was going to review them on, I don't know, I think it was Friday or something, but then just time ends up running. I like run out of time. And it does take a little while just because I mean, if I'm just going to open them up and eat them, then I can just like watch a film or whatever and just chill and eat them. But when I need to speak for like 10, 20 minutes or whatever on a camera, obviously I normally edit that down. But I mean, normally the videos are longer as well because if I'm eating food, I normally cut some of that out when I'm editing it because I just feel like I know some people sit there and they chew like food for a minute. They're just sitting there chewing food, but I'm like, oh, this is like getting boring, so I'll just cut that down a little bit. Unless I'm making a silly joke or being stupid or whatever, like taking a bite. I don't know what. Like sometimes if I get mayonnaise on my face, I'll just like try and make a joke of it, try and act like an idiot for a second. But yeah. Yeah, I've tried both, and I enjoyed both. I way prefer kangaroo. I actually quite like kangaroo. It was a little bit strange when I first had it. It is a little bit like beef, I found, but a little bit more gamey. It has that gamey nature to it. But yeah, I actually quite like brew, to be honest. I don't like kangaroo in burgers and sausages because I have found that they're not very juicy. They always seem to be really super dry to me, like you're eating a turd or something, because kangaroo is a lean meat, and I just find that they could easily add fat from like I don't know any sort of fat to it. But I mean, I did work in a butcher when I was younger, and normally they call it like trimmings or trim, and you normally put like the beef or the lamb or whatever, and you put some meat that has like a high amount of fat to it as well. You add that to it, but yeah, just I always find the kangaroo sausages and burgers just dry and don't have much flavour. But if it's kangaroo, mince is okay. Like if you get the mince yourself, or if you just I love like the steaks or the fillets or whatever. Crocodile, I reckon I might have only had it once or twice. I didn't mind it. It did have like a fishy quality to it. It was a little bit more harder though, like a little bit. Normally, most fish tend to be quite like they just fall apart, like they flake away. But I found that crocodile did have like a little bit of I don't know, just a bit of a fish vibe to it, but it definitely was a lot tougher to chew and just to break up with your knife and fork. But yeah, I'm not that much of a fussy bugger when it comes to stuff. And I'm always the type that will try most stuff. So that's why, as this channel develops and grows over time, hopefully you'll be seeing some more like me eating some strange shit. Like I did have this idea of doing kind of like a bizarre foods type playlist where I'm eating like, some of that crazy shit. But a lot of stuff as well, if it's really weird, I don't really want to cook it myself because I don't really know how it's meant to be. So, like I'd prefer probably to go to somewhere that does the food, but they know how they're cooking it, like they know how it's meant to be heated and ate or cooked or whatever. So yeah, we'll do that eventually. The most craziest shit I've probably had on the channel so far is one of those pickle in the pouches, which isn't that crazy because some people love them, but it was just one of the most disgusting pieces of shit I've probably ate on the channel so far, I reckon. Just tasted like it was like tasted like you put the pickle in the pool, like a swimming pool with fresh chlorine added, and they just scooped it into the bag. And also the pickle brine was like this bright green color. It was just weird as the pickle brine was super green, but the pickle itself was like had a grey sort of look to it, like a grey alligator. I don't know, it was weird, but me being who I am, I've got like four more that this was about a year ago I did it, but recently I bought 4 more of them. So it's like one's sour, one's hot, and then one's a Warhead collaboration, which is another sour one, and the other one was garlic. They're called Van Holten's pickles. You might have seen them. Other people have them. But yeah, I'd rather have kangaroo or crocodile any day than that bloody pickle. And I quite like pickled stuff, vinegary stuff, but God, I mean, it is American, and as most people know, Americans love to put their chemicals in their food. Sour pickle, that's a bit nope. Yeah, and I don't mind sour stuff when it's like vinegar or like real pickles. I love, but even real pickles like from a jar. Some I will eat, and they'll be little bit trash, and some I'll have and really enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I've tried a few American snacks that I've enjoyed. Like they're super expensive though. Like flaming hot Cheetos and stuff like that, but they still have some stuff in it. Like they have those dyes in it, like to give it the color. A lot of times in Australia, they sometimes will have artificial stuff, hardly ever though. Normally it's like natural flavorings or natural colorings and stuff like that. But in America, they'll put some stuff that's probably in like paint or whatever to give it its color. Yeah, Takis as well. Takis are super nice, but I just wouldn't eat that stuff regularly because, yeah, I'm sure it's like the type of shit that would, give someone cancer or whatever. But yeah, that pickle video is over 4,000 views now, which doesn't sound a lot, but for someone who's a bit of a noob like myself, it's quite a lot of views for a noob tuber, as I like to say. But yeah, I have to have another one. Even though I didn't, that was one, a lot of times I don't like to waste food and stuff like that. But that one I was seriously considering just throwing out. But then I also knew if I, like when I ate some, I knew if I just like went and like I left it, that I just wouldn't go back and eat the rest later. So I ended up just smashing it down in the video. Like, may as well just, for shits and giggles, finish it on camera. But yeah, now I'm stupid enough to buy 4 more different ones. Just, I wonder if one will be nice, but I'll give like an honest review. If they're still trash, I'll say it. But if one turns out to be okay, I might reluctantly say that it's all right. Yeah, there's. I reckon it was Lucky Charms has like drain cleaner or some shit in it. Like it's the chemical that goes into drain cleaner, and that's just ridiculous. And that's what they're feeding their children. I mean, it's bad enough the amount of sugar and stuff in a lot of that food. Let alone put in, like just some stuff that you'd clean the toilet in. It's like, what sort of person? Oh, this is good to clean the toilet or the drains or whatever, or Windex or some shit. Let's put it in some food. Yeah, see, that's like the problem, and I do have like I know a lot of people in America online and stuff, and I know that some people watch the channel. They discontinued it now, but yeah, it's like the other day in a group I'm in, someone was sharing, like those little powdered coffees, like they come in a pack where you just pour them and then you add water or whatever. They were saying that they got them for $1 for like 20 packs or whatever. But when it said like artificially made or whatever, I'm like, yeah, well, that's why it's $1 because it's fucking, who knows what's inside it? Some crazy stuff. But yeah, that's why last time I did Takis, which are like rolled tortilla chips. So they're like rolled up like a cigar or whatever. But yeah, they are pretty nice. And I do like spicy stuff and and it's probably not actually chili spice. The spice is probably like, some chemical. It's like, oh man, this is spicy, but it's not actually like natural, like a chili or whatever. But yeah, I have to say they did have a nice flavor. And I do have a couple of those packs to try, different ones that I haven't tried on the channel yet. But yeah, I just don't want to eat that stuff regularly because who knows what the hell is in it. But normally when I do my reviews as well, I normally put up the list of ingredients, and that's just in case someone might be allergic to stuff. But also if someone's watching it, they can decide if they want to eat it or not. And I'm the twat that's probably lowering my life expectancy just to eat some shit. Yeah, the FDA is crazy over there. 1 rat hair's in 100 gram of peanut butter. Yeah, they're just insane. I remember one time, this was before I did a YouTube channel. I was looking into some of the stuff that goes into American McDonald's, and they have like foaming agents in their McNuggets. They had like something that was like tree bark in, I forget what it was in now. But yeah, it's like they just walk out into nature and just grab stuff and just walk into the chemical aisle and just grab stuff and just, maybe put like a little drop of meat or real product in there and just turn it into stuff. Like I went off McDonald's and stuff for ages, but I'm pretty sure they don't necessarily do that in Australia because the food standards are a lot better here. But that pink slime they was making burgers out of, and that was just they use chemicals, but it's kind of like I guess hot dogs. The hot dogs is just like a mashed up pile of bullshit. But I don't mind a hot dog now and again, but yeah, probably shouldn't be going anywhere near them. They like put chemicals in it to stop it from obviously bacteria growing and shit on it. And they just get all the stuff and all the meat carcasses and stuff that you wouldn't really be able to do that much with and just turn it into a product. I mean, imagine the rich looking at us eating our hot dogs or whatever. It's like they're eating like caviar and steak and whatever. and we're eating rat's hairs and peanut butter. Sounds delicious. I'd probably rather just eat the rat. Just give the rat a little bit of a rubber dub, scrub, clean it. At least with a rat, you obviously when you cook stuff, it kills a lot of the nasty bacteria and stuff. So just like really fried over a stove on a fire or whatever. Singe some of that rat hair, or just pull the rat's hair off and sell it to America so they can put it in their peanut butter. It could actually be a good business. That could be. Shave some rats. If anyone's got a rat, consider shaving it. Send the hairs to America for their peanut butter. So yeah, when you're eating your peanut butter and you're like, oh, what's this? It must be like a bit of a shell of a peanut. No, that's just a rat's hair. Oh, it's definitely. I mean, it's been insane since we were like kids and all that stuff, but it just definitely. It's like we're in a movie or some shit. Just I swear, almost every day you wake up, you look at social media, you look at the news or whatever way you get your source of information. It just shocks me pretty much how stupid people are getting and just how crazy the world is. Like just how expensive food is. Like I do these food reviews and it's about $5.50 for a block of chocolate these days, which is just insane, really. So it's getting to the point really that it's just hard to get yourself a treat because the treat is just, I mean, it's not going to break the bank, but it's just ridiculous how you can't enjoy stuff really how we used to. Yeah. It is a little bit bloody warm here because I do have these ring lights that are shining upon me. That's what's going to be annoying about summer. Like the Cody and Kai were saying how they love in summer. I'm not really going to love doing food reviews when I'm sweating and all that shit, and I've got lights on me and I'm eating hot food. That's why as it gets hotter, I probably might change the stuff I review slightly because I know when I've had really spicy noodles and stuff, just it's not really stuff that I normally be grabbing if it's hot. Because you don't want like a soupy sort of noodle when it's super hot and you're sweating because it's hot, and then you're eating this super spicy but also temperature hot food. But we'll see how we go. Obviously, the air conditioning can go on when it gets hotter. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that definitely helps because you don't have to worry about spending bills on certain shit. Yeah. If only Funkin' Hungry was a successful YouTube channel, imagine that. I could maybe get accommodation and whatever. I guess you got to spend money to make money, and I spend a shitload. I might head off, not right now, but when we get to the 3 hours and can't even speak, 3 hours and 30 minutes. So about 12 minutes or more, might head off just because it's been getting a little bit warm up in here now. Probably the computer feels cold. Yeah, I remember that you commented on that that fire noodle shit. Yeah, sometimes I go to 5, 6 hours. I reckon, I don't know, maybe 6.5 hours might have been the longest stream I've done so far. But normally when they're longer streams, I normally do them on the weekends, and normally there's a few other people joining in. Especially if people come in at the beginning of the streams and then they might come in at the end and stuff. It's always good to just, yeah. Normally I rush off and grab a couple of drinks, especially if there's other people on camera. I can let them hold down the ship for a minute. But yeah, that's an awesome amount of money, and then you get insane food and accommodation and stuff. That'd be killer. Because then you don't have to spend your money on lunch and just all the rest of it. That's great. Still have a few people watching. What are you crazy people doing? Oh, it's 11:24 here. That's right, because I streamed a little bit. Oh, maybe about half an hour later than normal. I reckon it was past 8 here. It was past 8 here when I started. It's just normally not this late. But yeah, as I've said before earlier, when Mick was asking, I don't really plan how long I'll be on. So yeah, most of the time it's not really planned. I guess it would only ever be planned if I have, I don't know, if I have shit to do after, like if I come on stream for a bit and have to do stuff. Probably get off and get off giggity. I'll probably just be editing after this. All right, I appreciate you coming on the live stream and appreciate you being active on the channel. Definitely appreciate you, man. And cheers and have a good night. We'll speak soon. Let me know if anyone's, well, I know the people are, but let me know who's still in the chat. I'll only be going for a little bit longer. There's only a little bit more, and then you get to go and you get to see me another day. But yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. As you know, I always appreciate the chat. People coming and going, hey? Coming and going. But yeah, most of the time when it starts getting this late, you know, a lot of times the people in Australia start dropping off, and then sometimes the Americans or people in different parts of the world start coming on. Yeah, it's been another great stream for, as I was saying earlier, before I probably got distracted, and then I'd try to say it again and get distracted. I wasn't feeling the best today, and last Monday was a similar situation, was feeling a little bit shitty. You know, sometimes maybe I'll stream tomorrow instead of today or whatever. But yeah, it's always good to get up and push through and do it. Always feel a little bit better for it. So yeah, that's always great. Always appreciate everyone being here, and especially people jumping up on the panel, which is a great laugh. If anyone's watching now or they watch it back, I really I found the beginning funny because Sammy was backstage, as they call it. So he was on the stream, but he didn't know that I was ready. So I ended up starting the stream, but I put him up on the screen because you can basically add them to the stream or remove them from the stream. So I didn't add myself, but I added Sammy, and then I started the stream. And just, yeah, I was laughing my ass off because he was just like, I'm pretty sure he's like, is this live? And you just see him staring at the screen and looked a little bit confused. I just wanted to see what he would say and do. But yeah, for about a minute, he was a little bit confused, and then I ended up jumping up. And one reason I didn't jump up straight away is just because I couldn't stop laughing. But yeah, that was starting off the stream in a very funny way. I've got to go get a drink, but it's starting to get to the point that you might not actually see me drinking tea like Kermit as much, because when it gets hot, you don't really want a hot drink, or do you? Let me know. Let me know if you like a hot drink in summer or spring, or a cold drink. I'm a little bit of a sucker for like a drink with a lot of ice. Even sometimes if it's water, keep it cool in the fridge. But sometimes when it's really hot, because, you know, if it's like 30, 40, the drink will, even if it's cold, it will start warming up pretty damn quickly. So I just put tons of ice in it, and normally the drink stays cool and calm all the way through. Hmm. But yeah, I'll be releasing some videos this week for sure. So keep an eye out. But I will be streaming hopefully on Friday and Saturday again. So kind of the schedule I've done for a few weeks has been Mondays, and as I said, it's good that I've stuck to them, even if I'm sort of have been feeling a little bit shit and not wanting to. I've stuck to them, and then Friday I normally do it, and Saturday, I don't know. One day I might change the Friday slot because just might do it sort of in the middle of the week, like a Wednesday, but we'll see. It is good to have a couple of days off because I need to edit and do other stuff as well. Otherwise, I'd probably do it every day, but it's a little bit hard to commit to every day when I have other stuff going on, and obviously life as well. It's nice just to have a couple of days that I can just chill or whatever if I have to. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'll definitely be. It gives me time to edit and record as well in between. And obviously, you don't want to see too much of me. You'll probably get sick of me, or will you? But yeah. Normally, I'd probably just leave at any time, but don't know why. I'm trying to get it up to the trying to get it up, trying to get it up to the 3.5 hour mark. But as Paul's pointed out, if he's still in the chat, so why didn't you just go for a few more minutes and like round it up to the hour? I do stuff a little bit differently here. We're very professional around here, looking at our notifications on the phone. And sometimes it's a chore getting notifications. Hey, it's like, oh man, I have to go through and see what that is. So we have two still in the chat. If you would like, let me know who it is. Or are you lurking? Maybe you're a lurker. You probably are. But yeah, I guess no one's gonna reveal themselves. I'll wrap it up here. But I appreciate everyone watching. As always love talking to you all. Always love chatting to the people in the chat, chatting shit and all that. But tonight we had Sammy, then we had Benji, then we had Mick on Wheels, and we had Mark. I believe that was all the people we had on the panel tonight. As always, they're always very welcome here. I always appreciate having a chat with them, and just it's great that people love watching this. They love watching us talking shit. But yeah, we had some great little conversations here as well. We had some laughs. We didn't have crying tonight, but I guess I didn't put laugh now, cry later, or cringe later, or laugh, cry, cringe. But yeah, anything can happen here. All sorts happen. We can laugh, talk a bit of cod shit, or we can talk some real stuff. But I appreciate you all being here. And if you do watch this after, and if you make it this far, leave some comments. Give us some finger help. Finger help really helps the channel to grow and push these streams and this channel and the algorithm in the mystical, magical world of the algorithm. But this was G from Funkin' Hungry, G the Hypersapien and Hypersapien. And I will be seeing you in my weekly videos, and I will do another live stream. Most likely Friday is the next one you'll see me, unless I do a little cheeky one throughout the week. But I am broke as at the moment because of all the stuff, all the life stuff. But either way, you'll see me on Friday.